Lee, and we had good headers in our team because we have 3 tall defenders. And at the end, it's his opinion. It's okay, I understand. And I had my tactics, or we had our tactics, and we decided well, I think, because what's most important is the 3 points, and we got it, and that's fine. First of all, yeah, big congrats for him. I think he really did well. It's not easy to come from, I said it before, from a different environment to fit in the squad. But yeah, he knows a lot of players already in the team, and he connected well. He's very, very confident, and yeah, I think he did really extremely well, especially when you see that this was his first performance. And yeah, he's a warrior throughout. You could see. I think for the future things will even get better, but like all players, performance in this club will decide for his next caller, but the next window is so close that I'm pretty sure that he will be called again. Also, Derek, we didn't get the FIFA approval. At that point, we were hoping that we got it, and up to now, we didn't get it. I'm hoping that it will come tomorrow morning. This is the status quo. The rest, in general, we are always open for any kind of players who are from Ghanaian descent. So we say it's not about local players, it's not about players from outside or who are born in the diaspora. It's about quality, and we are looking for all kind of players. And yeah, at the end, I have to choose. Like I said, there were a lot of difficulties, not only with Derek. Thomas Partey was sick. Jico had to go for a medical check in Moscow. So, and we have other injuries, but
normally call-ups are done between the FA and the coach. Even before the announcement, we had discussions on Cone. We sent emails to FIFA. We were in charge. We were still in touch with FIFA. We spoke to them. Alex Asante is great on that job. We've been having conversations with FIFA on that front. Unfortunately, we did not tell FIFA when to approve certain decisions. It's not in our hands. They requested for documents. We made provision for all those documents to prove that he's a Ghanaian, and we sent it to FIFA. If we had not provided those documents, then we are at fault. But everything that is needed for an international switch, we made provision for those ones. And Cone is not the only player we have changed, who has switched nationality in recent times. There are countless of them. So we are just pushing until we cross that hurdle. But just as he said, we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow.
From Japanese coach to American there. CEO. Accra of look. Kokemashi woba wobu jotele. Kokemashi woba wobu jotele. Kokemashi woba wobu jotele.
Phobia.
Masters.
Never say that.
Masters.
Phobia.
I'm telling you, Continental Club Masters, CCM.
What's up, world? What's up, Ghana? You know I go by the name EpaHoaDaben Nation President, and I'm gonna be at the Accra Sports Stadium performing live in living color at the Ghana Premier League kickoff season 2025-2026. I can't wait to see you guys. It's between Accra Hatsafo and Poakwa United. You don't know what's we did. Into the future, we go. I'm gonna leave you at the end of the road.
This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own. Let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own. Let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again. I don't see a day what dog can want. And EJ can want. The day ratio more. I say a day what dog can want. And EJ can want. The day ratio more.
What's up, world? What's up, Ghana? You know I go by the name EpaHoaDaben Nation President, and I'm gonna be at the Accra Sports Stadium performing live in living color at the Ghana Premier League kickoff season 2025-2026. I can't wait to see you guys. It's between Accra Hatsafo and Poakwa United. You don't know what's we did. Into the future, we go. I'm gonna leave you at the end of the road.
Listen to Happy Sports on 98.9 FM.
Happy Sports. Le meilleur. Happy Sports. Supérieur. Happy Sports. Exceptionnel. Happy Sports. Numéro 1.
Listen to Happy Sports on 98.9 FM.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Say ye cocoa, say ye tea, say ye jollof rice, yo dibi. Me di any Prince Obiba Poakwa Brown on behalf of the Happy Sports team nina. Every Sabria kosi say non do me no bebo. 12 noon near sorry Jumedie so and a big His Excellency the Republic of the President of the Republic of Ghana John Dramani Mahama onuna be Premier League season ano. Wow, yeni aji papa. What a way to start the Premier League season. Accra Suffolk Tenefie one crime. Normally the new boys. Miami Ho United. Yeah, but yomo to said ye Basake Holy Stars yomo last season no. Yeah, but choma bombe kabako pe. No more smoothness level. Especially mo any asempa mu nyina mo be soon by 9 p.m. ene. Listen say na has a dinkugo ewo Accra Sports Stadium. Yes, upio Ho United che has abone kabako. Pew no mo hu pa say ya badie na ya ba ya banso de na ye be ye wonders pa ye okumwanini enti ye ba be kumwadi omo precision no ma ye ni nyina ha ye be sag anua agu omo gari mu pa and Stone Boy the Beam Nation president will be performing live at Accra Sports Stadium.
Number one and nothing less.
Trust a year National Sports Authority in Penny 4 headed by a year Ura Yampofu Ankra. When you say Brandon will be on point. I'm on the Ghana Football Association for and Jesse Waha and Kwame Jumaji Manso Waha. Enti yebehwe Blasters September window no eya nesa 6 points yenyamu 4 eya nesa football no na anya te said ye ne yepe titru Monday ni de no for the first time since 1974 asempa ehwe ball na nakuma edejemu sa he was on the edge. In fact na menini nyina na te on to no efa na na te akonwa so especially the last 30 minutes of that second half no na ehu yie ma ne pa Jesse ne Kwame e wa ha ene hu se omo ba efiade etwa mu no enti ahaide omo nka Blasters against Mali no omo nka ho asem enti omo nti ye de amom na nti sa de a na nka ne de Premier League ho asem na ye ka ne no na musi Chelsea den na aba charges ben ene ye de abo Chelsea bebrei na Premier League for no omo ye serious there. Manchester City there 115 yente ho hwe besi ne October bim it was last October after the asan October we bim enti Chelsea there said the City there ne no sa but unim say international break is over. Premier League sha ase weekending. The headline, of course, there's no other headline in the English Premier League than Manchester Derby. There is none actually. There's no fixture what they better to. In fact, across Europe, what they better to Manchester Derby ne ho.
You are.
No, no. I would have said that. You can sit here and disagree.
No, I would have said that.
And tickle yourself and laugh.
Like which kind of derby? Like local derby. And every derby. Local derby because it's not bigger than Everton and Liverpool. No way. When did this become a big game?
Well, when me. Asema me kind. When
derby de la Madonnina.
Me say there is no this weekend in the English Premier League. There is no match than Manchester Derby.
But I even think that Arsenal Forest game is bigger.
You can sit here and tickle yourself and laugh. I know you can do it. I know there you can do it perfectly. But Obia, wash your boy, Chibia, di football, Chibia,
no. Premier League nim. But do you know that this weekend in Europe there is a derby d'Italia?
Yeah.
Now they make Europe pass them.
But how can we just narrow it down to that Samia for Menusia in one ordinary weekend? No, no, but yeah, I dare say Fano. When is the derby d'Italia? City dying.
City aji Premier League ahen. City aji Premier League ahen. No, me busa sempa. What the ahen na busa?
Me see. Currently, yes, it is the biggest match this week. Manchester United and Manchester City
Does it really matter?
But if you are looking at the biggest, you look at current form. Don't you look at current form?
No.
Oh.
No.
You don't look at current form.
No.
You look at what?
Entisa Nkatamwa Liverpool ewa hunyi no Manchester bar. It was the biggest game. Even that time now you are in dungeon. No more damna donko. It was the biggest game. So just you don't have a point really.
Who doesn't have a point?
You don't have a point.
Ceciano, I love it. What about the key? Cecilia, you love history. You have now become a historian.
Of course. I have always been.
You have never been.
I have always been.
Never been a historian.
I have always
Don't
been.
bring yourself. You have never been a historian. You have never been a historian.
I have always been.
All of us have you are beginning to love history. See, current form. Manchester United. Any Man City.
If
it is not.
You are aware in derbies. It doesn't matter the form of the teams.
Current. We are looking at it in terms of the importance of the game.
We are looking at.
Your team have 100% record. At Sunday. Now who that one? It is about. We are talking about current form. We are talking about Arsenal.
There is no game that will be.
We are talking about Arsenal.
There is no game
that is going to be a major challenger in this season. What are you saying?
There is no game.
And then you come and talk about Manchester.
There is no game that will be covered in England. This weekend, Manchester derby.
Who told you that?
Everybody knows.
Who told you that?
Everybody knows. For unless wow person was you can come and compare Arsenal playing Nottingham Forest. What is that? What was that match?
But it is because it is. You see, it is
what
because
that match
of
last season form of both teams.
Both teams.
What was in that game?
But what's in a game of a team that was third and a team that was nearly relegated?
16.
A team that was nearly relegated.
The only thing in that game is that there's a club that in 3 seasons were this second.
But that is more. That is more noble than a club. The club
that was nearly relegated.
More noble than a club that was almost relegated.
Any club, what called relegation for how many seasons? For almost 9 seasons. No Asamba. That's all that it is.
But we are looking. We are talking about the club as CC and Obo Europa. It's important. It's important. We are looking at last season on the basis of their current form and what they are doing. That's important. Arsenal's game is important because Arsenal is challenging for the trophy. Manchester United is not challenging for trophy.
They always challenge. Manchester always win the trophy.
Manchester United.
Yes. Manchester do not challenge for Premier League trophy. They win Premier League trophy.
They win what?
Arsenal is challenging. And in fact, this is the 4th year all challenging for.
See,
Manchester United do not challenge to win the Premier League. Manchester United actually wins the Premier League.
But when was the last time you won? That's the question.
It's been 12 seasons.
Thank you.
Yes.
So we can't rate you now.
No,
we can't rate you.
Nobody is saying
you don't now you don't even come close to the title. Let alone attempt to win.
Yes.
But that's it. Let's talk about current facts. We will not go back. We will not allow you to take us back.
It won't change the fact
we will not allow you to take us back.
Manchester United we need 13 Premier
But it doesn't matter.
In 32 years.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Liverpool
matter.
We need 1 Premier League in 32 years.
2
Premier League.
You see,
Arsenal, in 32 years, man winning how many Premier League?
You see the selective amnesia. The one that Liverpool won plenty. That one you mentioned.
Which one?
And sorry, and about Premier League.
I'm talking about.
But sorry,
But
you see, but that is selective amnesia. That's what you are suffering from.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
As since the Premier League, Arsenal.
It is not about since the Premier League. Don't talk about since the 13. Premier League because that's not
since
what.
Since the Premier League.
13.
No,
me
see
13.
Since 1993.
Me see 13.
Okay, since 1993.
13. That's not 13 Premier League titles.
Since 1993.
That's now 13 Premier League titles.
Liverpool were 20. Ebabeji 21. What they trying?
Me say since.
Me see Arsenal were 13 Premier League titles.
Okay, since the Premier League was rebranded.
No, I don't know about any rebranding. What I know is that since Arsenal started playing in the Premier League, that's the one. Can
you imagine that Madrid fans or Barca fans will be talking about European champions? Now European Champions League.
Even in Manchester.
Say ye previous one. No time I know my friend the Europe Championship. You see ye free over. Who win here? So
Manchester United. So Manchester United, upon all their struggles, anywhere they are, in terms of the Premier League.
But why are you saying in terms of
since but even the Premier, even the organizers makes reference to when the Premier League was rebranded from 1993.
But we don't care.
They will tell you that
we don't care about
the 31st anniversary of the Premier League. That's what they will see.
We don't care about it.
There is no club.
We don't care. But you can
England.
You can live.
You
can live in that fool's paradise.
In fact, the Premier League. You
can continue to live in that fool's paradise.
Agitated, nobody can even come close.
So if they are counting it out, I don't know almost Liverpool had 20 titles.
No, now
count. Me see. So I'm discounting the previous competition and no I don't know almost Liverpool 20 titles.
I'm discounting.
Yeah, so why are you attempting to discount it?
I'm not discounting.
But that's what you are doing.
But I am.
But that's what you are doing. Okay, so let's talk about the previous one. How much did you take? And how much did Liverpool take? What is all? When it suits you, you go to the past. And then when you see somebody, you don't want to accept.
The current
Premier it's not about kind.
Manchester United has 13.
And a previous one,
and his
previous one,
as Messi and no as na imagine saying.
Messi previous one,
that's not 13 Premier League titles.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
And a Liverpool 20. Why?
And a Manchester United.
Why?
Yeah, Japan.
Better 60 years.
Manchester.
Better 60 years now. Obiba no.
It's good that Arsenal is attempting, and I like the word. Also, they are attempting to. Also, they are competing for the league. So
they are challenging the league. I didn't say they are competing. They are challenging.
Okay, so they will challenge.
Absolutely.
For the fourth
but when we are looking at the possible winners of the Premier League, Manchester United is not rated.
No.
It's not part of it this season.
No.
It is Arsenal. It is Liverpool.
No.
So those are the two competitors.
No, you know why you are wrong. When a league is starting, they are not. You can look at the squad and say way is competing, but it's a league. And I always want to quote Asempa: a league is a marathon, not a sprint.
But so what? So you think
Asempa, and then say my quote too right.
Yeah.
The league is what
a marathon,
but not a sprint.
But we all know that.
So what's the meaning of that? It just say udi kanya, and no it just say
but nobody has stated that.
Don't say Inti strategy na the winning league no sprint dey papa now we no way but we dey wa inti nyama bebre wo mo to to bo we try say now the winning
marathon enim dey Manchester United marathon that season who dey
every season and it's a year how
2 seasons ago who dey it's the same thing Manchester United dey asem
me shase emfiri ho
wow how the Manchester United and Liverpool assembly, but I know how well, first of all, a number of happy birthdays to the Reverend CBA Shane. He's on retirement now. And we're the 81. Reverend Shane, Papa Prekope. He joined Kaneshi in 2008 and left around, I think, 2011, 12 thereabouts. I personally had a very good relationship with him because around that time, I'm a vice president for YPG. Minini Deans, I was so ye bo adwuma bebre na ene papa nya 81 ni de e koso asre nya me nhirama no e koso asre ahoden sika de wenye bi pa but nyankopon koso amani sika bi the most important thing pa ni say ahoden a ene apomuden pa enam ena nyankopon en fandom no my classmate were Martin the Porris Adobe Awadi Adwa happy birthday wherever you are, and last but not the least to my good self so Kofino but on birthday no to me keep it
and Jesse birthday
and that's him.
And 12. And 12.
Oh, Jesse. Me ba studio. Mama me try my argument went to me and kai so happy birthday to my good self.
So how come say I'm popular? Because what I have done is that all my friends,
maybe you haven't added
synchronized their birthdays to.
It's not true.
With my Google, with my Google Calendar. That's what I do. So
then you haven't done for me.
No, you can't.
But you haven't done for me. Otherwise, you would have popped up. Okay, so
my phone is not charging.
So a very good happy birthday to myself.
Mene asempa mene wo enwish no enye wo na abe wish wo birthday
mama me ka kam yedi o
enye de yanka mekai
kan kai
mekai
obuada
enye de yanka mekai
obuada
happy birthday and
come wish
Professor Kofi Jesse Professor Jesse Kofi Amponsa
yen say Gtech ha dwen pa ntimpacho ne de no
mbra mo ba ye no me betwe so Gtech penyin guy Jesse on the professor no on we are up to now fam
but honorary right from I think in Fanspeem, that's when my mate decided to give me that name. I am proud to that. I've had cousins. In fact, the former marketing director for Pioneer Tobacco Company Limited, Mr. Selby, is one of those. I mean, at my very, very tender age, he started calling me Professor. And never to us one fans film. So it's an honorary, it's a nickname of a sort.
And you say, oh,
Professor
on share publication, yeah, out in the profession and buy.
Okay.
Abba.
Or the Beba.
He now only Sabro from the word lawyers can name them. I'm say he who comes to equity. We say who comes for equity and but
to equity.
Who comes to
equity?
Pidgin or Casas. Who can say
you have to come with clean hands.
Must come with clean hands.
Yeah.
Oh. Now we say lawyers no say he who comes to
but I say ne dey no Crawford try say on be fast check your munya hwe enti no ono unfair ma because ono anim because what dem Crawford say mo se me boa go and check obi and Crawford check here no obi and for him mind it's not difficult.
What are you going to check?
People check the publications.
And they've seen his publications. All his publications.
Yes.
No, you cannot see. It's difficult sometimes unless the person gives you where to go and find the publication. Because he must give you the title. It's not just easy to go and find his publications. For instance, Obite Acel, the publications are all in. I've seen some of them. Those that have been because you say some of them
are joint,
yes.
And some of them too are. Some people come together and publish them into books.
Yes.
Until I've seen like 2 or 3 books and publications in there, a part of any idea. So those ones going to find it, now going to find all the over 20 and very, very difficult. Because meaning has an ayarega. No. That's why one publication then Doctor,
my English
Jesse
Jesse my English
Doctor has an ayarega.
Happy birthday.
Say, one publication on peace at the north. And Odinya doctrine. So I'm saying that. Only say it is I see first not see
Asempa we she happy Jesse happy birthday me enko anymore.
I'm please I'm fast video ni send o.
Say me fini me fee na me ya.
Okay. Na no ntumi ade wa fa no ka ho asam kira no. Ne ko kurom.
Kojo.
Me kojo.
Adwana de. Say me fini me fee na me ya.
Okay. Na no ntumi ade wa fa no ka ho asam kira no. Ne ko kurom.
Eno Isaac Asempa mpacho. Jesse we every the entire management of Happy FM and afi Happy Sports ni nyina ye wish you happy birthday. Ye mpa e boni se nyame onka ho on showdin na transe ansa men sorry ansa transe na men kan de me pese me kan wi ansa oda so nti na me se transe no oyi wansa na wa sorry nti mpa cho fa me na Jesse nti me sorry na onye bibi foforo nti Jesse obetimi excuse aba na yen we show happy birthday and na obehu Jesse wa born suit pa kama esanse odi ni birthday and September the month of my mother nti no September for ya me promise mo pa na secondly so we every me ne mabusua me ne me yere ne me ma ye adamfo pa to Jesse Kofi
Happy FM 98.9
yen so ye ma no happy birthday nti eno so eno no na I Jesse asori de ene nura o ka che me se wo president worship bia pese obepese na obeye mpacho ekwanda ho
oba medase na mechia etifu nyina nso
omoje so pa
ende se nyame adom a the Ghana Premier League no shase na nyame adom bie mu nso ende the opening game no it will be full of glitz and glamour, pomp and pageantry. An exciting day of football. In fact, for the first time in a very, very long while, we said the president of the nation, Eba see the opening of a Premier League season, the first game of the Premier League season. The president of the land, Ankasa Eba Abe Shena Bibianso aye kama. Inti aye exciting, very, very exciting news for all of us. Beyond that, and so I feel there's been a marked improvement in the SCA teams in Benin. So I hear that they are supposed to get the 1 million CDs before kick-off today. I'm hoping that Scan Weber. As it stands now, we don't actually know where Scan Efriba. We've not, but it's a desire for Nina Eba. But if you listen clearly to Kurt Okreku, then I am launching the Premier League now. He said that FA for Nina government and after the for Nina, I'm back together to make the club get that money.
98.9.
Inti the clubs in there what the human day is kana ebeba no mo dey free bar no omo dey say o ma me awo na say den
don't you think the clubs at least clubs na so mo hu be a free bar even if say any public
well, I'm sure they know.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure that
Obian raise it.
Yeah, I'm sure no, they don't even have to raise it. Yeah. Prince, what you na be car where the money came from and found. What you be car.
Different scenario.
No. So what is scenario? Say the clubs want to find out where the behavior no
the scenario now. Yeah, no. But I'm saying that maybe
organization. So you cannot do that comparison because the FA
is also a private.
No.
The FA is also a private. No. We are not sure about that.
No. But I see the government and Adisawi
government.
I've come together.
And about together. So there's government. When is government involved? There's government
money. So there's public money involved. And therefore, you have to be clear.
Nebao. Unse ket kanu. Wanye categorical. Because government, you know, see, so you have seen that government for no about. So you are the government inclusion, may not be that directly they funded. But they could have Maybe. Oh, but I don't know if you have that voice. I don't know if we must get that voice and play that voice.
What the American is saying. At the same event now, or refer to, one of the senior members of this government was present.
In fact, you're one of the senior members.
No, I'm saying
in fact,
because
for
chief of staff.
For the first time, no, maybe even for the first time in this kind of business, the top 3 of them were all there. Oh. In fact, there was the chief of staff, there was the majority leader, and there was the minister of sports.
Yes. Yeah. So senior members of this government.
Yes.
Present.
Yes.
So you can't discount the government intervention.
Yeah. So I'm saying that. I'm sure, say clubs no any maybe is kind of a free bar, and for most of them, I'm sure they wouldn't even care.
They have to.
No. I'm saying I'm not saying that they shouldn't care.
Okay.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't care.
Okay.
But I'm saying that for most of them, they come any on me. Yeah. Say for a very long time, no more CKBA. Near Banesi, a bro 1 million. I don't think that the club's preoccupation will be to find kind of free. I don't think that would be their preoccupation. Because, for instance, it's kind of bar. For instance, Glow kind bar, What did Glow expect from the clubs? Glow said, I was say, me logo no, about the sleeve of your jersey, and I said, about just an heading and him. And the clubs in the signing to that. And no, Sano, say, if anybody say, okay. Yambro is KBA na yes say fa idea we elbow just anymore you can question the FA. Grow for by don't discover by I'm say club bia o just can be and make sure say all the logo na but the sleeve of your jersey and I say we just in the name. Clubs na am promote to be here. This one Oliska Brel on mount any condition attached to it and also their own tear so could say kind of free now we want stand on je.
Asempa, do you see?
No, I'm not talking about the ideal situation.
No, I'm not talking.
I'm saying that it's a way who's gonna as your own.
I'm also not going to talk about the ideal situation.
Because it's not as if say they've given you money and they've given you. It's not as if say they've given you money and they've told you some conditions attached to it. And yes, so give yourself. Oh, if you chance of work me, I'm saying that say me, Abraham said 1 million now. Unless say proceeds of money laundering or fraud, which I would doubt because on the day of the launch, the president mentioned from the FA, the government, and Adesa. So for me, that will not be a case of my argument anyway.
Okay.
Maybe then say play. My argument was that I'm only 1 million. The winner will get 2 million. Together, I mean $3 million. 3 million Ghana cedis, which is good money.
Yeah.
At least for standards, need the way clubs na kono. Referee since who's can I then akwa ni mukakra. Now my concern referees no.
Crampcock. Oh, Crampcock.
No, say Crampcock for no.
Crampcock. Omo
Crampcock
me busa say what your monka.
Say me okay say.
Just me that say what kai me
Crampcock for no.
Because this week me see me busa Crampcock one sempa.
Who say Crampcock for no? Omo di
asem ba na. Me from member ba kono kura na ye busa no. Yes.
Crampcock for no e dey asem ba na ye di akire wie no. Omo enya finality. Could die. But remember that I said that me come was in beam. Then later Crampcock for us who me how much beam. Nicodemusly. Over so I came and said that me na make I say.
Oh boy.
Me but I'm so sure that by into said the come on. Crampcock for no say you get you almost can kakra. And you see that's what I don't like about Crampcock for no. Yes. Kakra ni buy no. Ye nti omunka o. And Crampcock for no ye. Concerned Referees and Match Commissioners Association of Ghana. Concerned Referees and Match Commissioners Association of Ghana. Crampcock. Who be brutal. No ma prosper for who say sure.
And your old can and your massam now.
Crampcock for.
Oh, can referees now.
I'm not sure I'm going to speak about them again.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm just saying me fear mobile because Juma mom, Juma mom. You jump a crown. At least. Oh, cool. Because I don't know the person who sends me the message. Me, Nimni Pano. Say message, we are. Number me, friend number and copy. And he can't confound. The same number. Okay. But we see I didn't confound it. You have 3 out of 30. And You update say each they don't say anything. It's about continue from so Charlie. You are much of a vini idea. I'm a cam cock for no. I mean, that's not even the crux of my matter. I'm saying that. You see, their monies have been increased astronomically. And yet, the more penny there, but a year, kakra. And the more you might just say, there's been an increase in already games in here. One thing that is very painful in football is that Ghana is a born in a running cost. Sika say be a running coaster. Sika echo, but Emma. That is why there have been very, very rich men. They sat back and thought that football business was so juicy. Inti, I won't be removed within a year or two. I'm going to top players.
That's what they are told.
Yes, that's what they are told.
They are told that come and do football.
I'm about 1 or 2 years. Some say, hey, Moko, Ashishi. And so, and to appear. So, Moko, she so then. And to appear.
Boa piano, Betty, I see.
In some column say no. Talibono, Talico, maybe I'm oil business. Me oil magnet. Oil, no, tank and a corner cotonga. Oil, so the emperor. Scaneba, it's me who scan a corner. But football, there be a budget ba. Me ye budget to players, but returns be by until you miss Canada. The minute oil and me share born. The best number by me. Example. 6. No, take 12 put here. I feel that he has some bottomless.
I'm telling you, oil bema pa.
Or bottomless plate of money. Oh, it is true.
Bema pa.
Inti. Only say.
Like for more than 10 years.
Yes. And I'm saying that. And I'm saying that. Only say. He just loves the club. That's what I mean. Sometimes when I see people dealing, so pretty sure the wire ball, what they will bang. If you know the way the money, echo ball muska, and it's easy. Do you know that some of the time? Do you know I even say that sometimes, or I feel for him. Sometimes, or not, sometimes, even sometimes, for instance, me and Papa. Yeah, those times, yeah, 6. Me, university, Mr. University, me, secondary school, me don't know. So, if you say, hey, you know, sometimes you feel for him. Yeah. Sometimes, so, if you are Papa, will say, Charlie, Papa, we be or no, man to be or no, you know the books of your club, your boat match, we are.
A running course.
A running course. In say, you can command. Sometimes, you get that. I mean, Muspaka or more Agama, more any idea. I have so much respect for them.
Yeah.
I have so much respect. It's not easy.
Yeah. A running course.
A running cost. Now, Obidi Nisika Abeshe, the team moves and referee with 1 minute. Abe destroy Sadian. Is it not painful?
It's painful.
Now, ultimately, Bogan Parents say referee said Ochinchi Munse Guchi no bow yem. And what has even come out is that a more and more some central for no be bring na mona moye saying intermediaries. Yes. My name is you. Now you're too mufu. We say I'm talking about operations near there now. Referee now for inti. We operations.
Mamenchia Madame for Julian Nunu, referee Julian Nunu, FIFA referee Julian Nunu. Michiana no
pay. 2 seasons ago, no best referee.
Yes, we
expect that they will dispatch their duties with alacrity. Me, I always say something that, and they be become as and say, I don't believe that Ghana referees only referee need you. Prince, our referees are one of the best referees on the continent.
Yeah.
If you want to know, say referee, some of the game there, share gamer, there's nothing at stake.
Said you be no.
Say Ebia, and I say there is. You can't say how do I even say it? Ebia gamer eni ewo ho pa game bia obia ehwa game no ebia obi eni wo ho obo so obia eni di game echi. Referee no be dispatch this game with ease. Perfection.
With ease. Chicken ease.
You know, and do you know why I personally like referee Max Johansson. I know he's my very good friend. Yeah. You know why I like him? Okay, Heart of Lions, any Dreams FC game number or Pando. No. That was the year Heart of Lions Dreams score relegation. That was the year that they qualified back into the Premier League. So I said Dreams were demoted and they came back.
Yes.
How many Lions game no Pando? No, got Dim. I don't know if you remember that game. In fact, 2 referees were appointed for that game. They all said they won't go.
Maso Hansen J.
Last minute, I remember. Last minute, Friday and I do, and I'm saying no. Last week, Maso Hansen. The tension in that game. And he said, "Oh, make up with him." Hansen, that game with you got try Monte Carlo be in the Jai game. I said, "No, make up the game." Monte Carlo no have a Hansen, Jai game ni the game where so do. The Lions fans, the game no be a bonus. So I'm saying that if you remember has any match be a war has the Dreams a war Tuba has you remember how supporters no I'm going to chance in tea before the game
but almost protested I remember seeing Kobe Jones cry kasa or hammer Kobe eka say almost supporters almost person Hansen about this game
but OTB game no I don't even think has won the game. Hasn't win the game. Hasn't win the game. Hasn't win the game. No. But at the end of the game, it was fair. So what I'm saying is that you referee so many game we need D.
Ti omu nko di ni year season.
Say omu di ni bonia e deliberate.
Mama ko Jesse.
Omu di ni year na mo take some of these decisions. Yeah, na deliberate. So we are hoping that this season omu say clubs so then e boka. Nti mo nko some they are doing ko so mo team some ko wia clubs ni bi. Yes, mo.
Mate, enran so GFA president any omo meeting via a Zoom FA president in the office na the screen is seen anim na referees ni nyina referees ebedi both center referees ne assistant referees nyina ka ne ho a oni omo ye owie no ono aye post wo ne social media Facebook say oni referees ni nyina agye atom say afi Ibenya fair and better a year officiating. Jesse, I don't know the other but as praise and worship.
This week the minister has been speaking. Minister Kofi Adams.
Yeah.
Kanyama Bibri. An interview with
CTFM. Yeah.
So I just there are about 2 or 3 issues I hit him. The first issue is about once again this time on making it public. See, the last time I came to discuss the sports fund, or has you know, now me team for no, me team for the spokesperson, Wonder.
Yeah.
But this time, he even gave further clarity about how everything has been put together, and it is ready to go to Parliament when Parliament resumes in
next
October.
Month. Yeah.
Into a very commendable thing, and the funding of sports is very, very important for me. It's been a crusade all these years. Na me dese yenya minister bia waba odi osie oyo. Na afi de empempin we say ade NDC or to tell me majority mba.
Sure.
Inti we the passage you enye bibia
emre
kra. Inti de nya ni say Youth Sports and Culture Committee no at the end ba omo be ye hu aduma wano say joint committee meeting between finance committee because of the fact that it has something to do with funding. Any it is possible say be the law may also target companies that they will invest in companies who invest in, for example, the so-called lease finance sports. Companies who might invest there may get tax rebates. So it is possible that you need the finance committee and the finance ministry in all these things. I hope, say, any...
Even the committee on legislative we're in Sukran, so they will have to work on it because Mrani bi oha
yeah, so I know they are drafters. So but most importantly, any committee SSA sports youth sports and culture and any joint meeting in 10 now bill no you be passing into an act. Then we can start now gathering the money. Very important.
Sure.
And so for me, Let me commend the minister.
Okay.
And I think that in Osi Oteki office, 7th February. So in this short time, if he has been able to put together a bill for it to go to parliament, that's really, really, really commendable. That really shows that the minister is really working. He's really at work.
Yeah.
Because so by February, now by October, when your bill, we have been able to put together a bill at Eco Parliament with regards to the funding of sports. It been 8 years. Woman to me, it was dancing in and around cabinet, and then Minister was Eco Parliament. No. And for me, I think that Minister Kofi Idi Adams, high commendations. We need to commend him for that. Then he talks about the classifications, very important, and I hope that one too. Maybe there will be modalities, there will be a policy guideline on all those things to ensure, say, classification it's really done, because there are some of the sports federations that simply need to be done as recreation.
Yeah, we
need to take them there.
Yeah,
very important. And for me, I think that the mode of classification is very important, and I want to. Minister anything because it drew some so as a obenya a lot of opposition. Ebinum kra because omo fund party no time omo opposition. And the other never be association. They are recreation. They have to let them. So there will be a lot of opposition coming from
stakeholder engagement.
Yeah, but of course, all these things will go on. All these things will go on because you see, there are some of these even associations their governance system and all those things is so wrong, so bad. Yet they want to benefit from public money. So it's important that all these the mode of classification has to be clear for everybody. So it's very important. Then the last one. He was asked about the the Black Stars coach. So is he impressed?
Mr. Otuado.
And he was very clear in his mind. Say he was not impressed. He's not impressed. And he was asked whether he has technical assessors or to me assess performance, and that one he said he didn't have. And I think that I want to urge him. Say at least as for a technical division for the ministry, he has to put it together. So that after the qualifiers, you will call for both for the technical report. Then that technical committee that has the competence to read and interpret the thing for you, the minister, they do it. Then when you are coming to a decision, then you know that the decision is based on merit. It's based on science. It's not your feelings. It's not your emotions. It's very important. Say, at least, okay, say former minister Ezekiel or the late Emmanuel Usu answer, Dr. Emmanuel Usu answer, as the technical advisor to the minister.
Yeah.
Okay, but I am looking at institutionalizing it.
Okay.
And then putting somebody there with a team within the ministry who would impartially, and it will not only be about football. In the end, to say technical committee of the ministry, or just for football, but there will be people who are well versed in other sporting disciplines. To say Obi to say University of Ghana, Dr. Bello. I mean, this is far Obi to say no not 2 or 3 people be can na say omu did you maybe be at say ministry. I mean, guys, I'm just using him as an example. Say somebody like that, when a coach's when a coach submits his technical report, only biases be he can look at it and say, Minister, I deal with say on this basis, you can come to a certain determination. And I think that is very, very important for the ministry, because the ministry, the coach, technically, he's an employee of the ministry. Technically, he is, because he's paid by the ministry. And so it is very important, say, after the qualifiers, a proper report of a sort is given. And I will urge him, say, technical report, so almost submitting for AFCON qualifiers. So then he can now have a proper view of this whole thing. Then, if there is a need to decide on the coach, they decide. If there is no need, we keep him.
And no, Jesse Kofi Amonsa. But Jesse, do you honestly think, say, because Nkrofo Bibri Aka, say, coach, after the qualifiers, ministry, and by extension, government of Ghana, NEF, in Ghana, was in 1 minute, what's your reading? I know, say, it's a major discussion, brewer, we will go into details, but in 1 minute, what's your.
I think that we shouldn't keep the coach. We shouldn't keep him. I think about me right from the AFCON after the AFCON debacle, failure to qualify for the AFCON. I have never forgiven him. I don't think that he deserves it. For somebody who played in the AFCON, who was part of the AFCON in 2000, to have failed to qualify us and didn't have the presence of mind to apologize to us at that press conference, I can't forgive him. You understand? That press conference at the Accra Sports Stadium, the game against Niger, after we had lost. Now, he couldn't simply read the room to calm nerves and tempers. Now, or see, he will not apologize. It's for me, and again, he continuously shows a lot of condescending attitude towards us. Say, no, until media, any Nkrofo Mutan radio, Sukasana. There will be to say crop ne edin tassage no na omo criticizing our offer. Like to
just asem o kan ya che.
Hey. Take the man who bro. Ade o kan ababe pa huncho. On pa huncho. So it still stands. It's just like Mr. Okreku's thing about Makwa in his era. Makwa my coach behind selection alone. He has to be part. He has not apologized. So for me, I'll still hold on to it. See, for me, I think that look, everything put together and the approach to games there, I don't know. And you wonder. I mean, you can't continue. Black Stars must be or matches be or what transfer. So you akuma free game. So akuma
EpaHoaDaben 98.9.
And pay coaches who be my BP akosro. And I know there. I mean, for me, I think he should go after the qualifiers.
And no, Jesse or say after the qualifiers, yenya coach Otuado. Ekwan yenkwa amanone mra. Kweku ansa edi yebeko amanone.
Contento, Novant Otto, Punto Nove, Natchez Happy 98.9 FM, Emerson, Kwekuanza Albright, Ghana's 5-star. Amanon Samereba. Just after the international break, Teams in Crado, interesting fixtures and Eba. All right, in Tampaso Yantin Tomo. Now, Jean Bro matches are over this weekend. And also, Ebechegu, the German Bundesliga, unim say Remo round 3. Now, say, and a game is no Ebeko, and then the Diamond Okase at exactly 6:30 p.m. Our Bay Arena, no, Bayer Leverkusen, and Eintracht Frankfurt, Bobokono, at the game, no, but Beshishaso Kama, Saturday, say, and a game is no Ebeko, the German Bundesliga, our White Arena, no, Heidenheim, and the Borussia Dortmund, 1:30 p.m. Sa game no Basso, Mewe Arena, Mainz 05, and a Rasenball Sport, the Leipzig Bobokono, 1:30. Also at the Shishaso, our Allianz Arena, no, Bayern Munich, and Hamburger SV. 4:30, Nyami Adume Dechra, and also Basso, Nicosia Dasono, Borussia Mönchengladbach, and Werder Bremen, 3:30 p.m. And also Basso, winning fixtures, and also Ebechegu, the German Bundesliga, run of 3 games, and also Ebekoswa, and on a Peya Brobroso, at the Amau, Jansanimra from Kakra, na Genremo, the Italian, Serie A, Scudetto, round 3, and Yeremo, our Allianz Stadium, no, Juventus, Nyami Adume Dechra, or Inter Milan. 4 p.m. Sa game also Basso, Stadio Artemio Franchi, Fiorentina, and Società Sportiva Calcio, Napoli Bobokono, and so Ebedaso 6:45. And a sa game no Basso ni Kwesi Adasono, say and a game no Ebechegu, Stadio Olimpico, AS Roma, and Torino.
10:30 a.m. anopa 222 na saa game no ehyehyɛ so bookmakers Panthers Muambeko sa game no go fikese ma na ma very very careful if you say early kickoffs no yan pempi edwiri nyama egu elho ewo Gio Stadium no Atalanta any Lecce and so at about so kwesiada 1 p.m. and sa game no so Basso El Mapai Stadium no Sassuolo and Lazio Roma and so at about so 1 p.m. and if you game kesiana nkasa akoso El Giuseppe Meazza San Siro AC Milan and Bologna 6:45 kwesiada and also ebeba so a ya brobro so ate amao yembu yaketemu na yenwura kumabi the French league McDonald's nimo ya about 3 games ada yewura mu kama round 4 na say na games no be call ene anwumrei at exactly 6:45 p.m. no Stade Velodrome no Olympic Marseille and Laurent be hyehyɛ so Samson and the Saturday no say na be call Stade de Abbé des Champs no AG Auxerre and AS Monaco and so be hyehyɛ so 7:05 p.m. and as game no so ebetwagu nyame adoma edechina Sunday games no say na be call the French league McDonald's nimo Stade Pierre Maroy no Lille Metropole and Toulouse 1 p.m. Basso Parc des Princes no Paris Saint-Germain and Lens and so at about so 3:15 nyame adoma edechina and efempo no Rosson Air Park no Stade Rennais and Olympique Lyonnais and so at the bash so kama 6:45 and no and I made one sam at now yembu yaketemu na yenram the Spanish La Liga EA Sports no say and games no be call and na me no ka say Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Sevilla Boboko no and Elche at the Brani 7 p.m. Saturday games no say and be call El Real Arena San Sebastian no Real Sociedad and Real Madrid Boboko no and so at the Brani 2:15 p.m. nyame adoma Saturday area and as game no so ebetwagu San Mamés no Athletic Club Bilbao and Deportivo Alaves and so at the with us so na fempo no Metropolitano no Atletico Madrid and so at the fie na watonsa at the affair Thomas Partey team ye friend BRL 7 p.m. na omonso at the ahye so ne kwesi ada so no Estadio Joan Cruyff no oho and abasa bebom home game no Football Club Barcelona and Valencia and so at the ahye so now yen sanemra from kakra na yentintom kumabi Liga Dodona any pa that is the English Premier League no over this weekend say and a games no ever call Saturday 8 solid games and a betwagu we around 4 games Emirates no Arsenal at Nafie na Omre Nottingham Forest at the Aboni 11:30 a.m. and as game no Basso Vitality Stadium no AFC Bournemouth and Brighton and Hove Albion and so at the Basha so 2 p.m. ne fempo say Horse Park no Crystal Palace and Sunderland and so at the Aweda so Hill Dickinson Stadium no Everton and Aston Villa Boboko no and so at the Brani 2 p.m. ne fempo no Craven Cottage no Fulham and Leeds United and so at the Ashisha so Dendende St. James's Park no Newcastle United and Wolverhampton Wanderers 2 p.m. and also Basso ne fempo London Olympic Stadium no West Ham United at Trefie na Omatonsa at the Afre Kudus Mohamed team Tottenham Hotspur Kudus Benya Kwenya Albertian former side West Ham United no Basso Saturday 4:30 p.m. Brentford Community Stadium no Brentford at Trefie ne fempo Omonso atonsa at the afre Chelsea Boboko no na omonso at the game no ahyehyɛ so kama honoma yɛde wɔn nsɛm ate ɛma turf mono Sunday games nie turf mono Burnley and Boboko a Liverpool and so at the bɛhyehyɛ so kama honoma yɛde wɔn nsɛm ate ɛma na no ɛne yɛbɔpene Anslot ɛne yɛbisa ne sɛ transfer window na ante last minute no say na niama ekọ adema no deadline day no say na niama kọ ye ono si o ekoyie pa na bemu na mo ni di na chia ni Isaac no na omo boy ehwe boy eyi omo ho den say na yi omo nsa ebetimi aka no o say good news adema Boboko no adema fans no na efempo no players no so no ankasa so eyade a akoyie ade ama ne pa.
Things happened on the last day, which is not always the situation because last season we hardly did anything during the whole window. But the thing that pleases me most is, of course, is us getting Alex, the deal from Alex over the line. Richard's ownership, everyone involved worked so hard to get the deal done, and it's very good for the club, for our fans, for the players, for me that all the work they've put in resulted in Alex signing for us.
We and Sama and slot and so attitude join on a pay your ball. Now one so what he become a pa. Oh now you be John Cracker and be son say my gay Yantia say Kagye now call Johnny Liverpool. Now what team anymore? I no cressa Kagye now call Johnny Liverpool.
I think it would be a bit ridiculous if I'm going to deny that we were close to signing him. That is so out in the open that would be ridiculous. These things happen in football. It happened to our players maybe in the past as well, that they thought they were so close on signing somewhere else, and then in the last moment things changed. This can happen, and for me, we would have liked to sign him, of course, because we were in for him, and he was, like I've said many times, if we can feel we can strengthen the team with a chance in the market, we never hesitate to do so, and that's what we try to do.
We and Komo Kaka and slot manager Edema Liverpool Bobo Kono and so added to Ja. You know some Ade Kama Elho na big gamer and also Ebakoso Elwo Itiad no a Manchester derby no between Manchester City and FM Pro Manchester United. Yami Aduma Kwesiada 3:30 p.m. and a sa game no Basso ni ebisa when Rooney set and they sa fixture we ya fixture wa ba na near the cow pa and a sow overhead kicker ultimi boy to atinam kama pa against City no na sa overhead kick na boy no unya na hongro so ana ono si debi o si mra no mo bobo no cramp no na wanya ne day ball control po na e ama no nti akonya ne buy ne no say hey and me batu mu kama pa.
I was so bad in that game. It's one of the worst games I've ever played. I couldn't control the ball, and obviously then the goal happened, and I think it's more of an iconic goal because it's the derby. You scored, win the game 2-1, but it's a goal which I'm sure you've never practiced overhead kicks. You don't practice overhead kicks, so if one comes and you do it, it might go 50 yards over. So there's a lot of luck with it. Where the goal, like me goal against Newcastle, for instance, that was something you practice at the end of the training. You practice volleying and trying to hit it with the outside of your foot a bit.
That's my favourite goal of yours.
Come back in, so and even the counter-attack goals where we work on, scored a lot against Arsenal, doing that. So them goals, because you've worked on it, you've practiced it, I think I get more joy out of. But obviously they scored it over against City.
We Anna and Sama Wayne Rooney and so attitude ja na Sean Wright Phillips and so Esiakan Edema City Bobo Kono on also Akasa Kakra Yebisan say I fixture way a fixture soon takrachana and an sorry and I don't pay me chow pa me chow ye pa on a vision he do because hey game no soon takrache Yebisan Sean Wright Phillips say sa fixture way a fixture soon takrachana.
I think it's massive. I think they're in a position where it almost feels like it's pre-season for them at the minute, with having that 3 weeks off before the start of the season, which for me, I think all players should have a bare minimum of 3 weeks off anyway, which sadly football hasn't given us for a good couple of years, especially the top 5 teams anyway. So I think they're still getting their legs going. There's elements you see in games where they're like, City are back, and then when you look at the Spurs game, then you're thinking, well, we're quite a way away here. So I still think they're working it out. There's still a few kinks. I think with Kolo Toure and Pep Linders in there, I think that helps with some new ideas. I think they're going to be more aggressive this year in terms of, especially when they break, they're going to try and go for the juggler rather than slow play and retry and break them down again. But I still think they're all work in progresses, so it's a step. You hear Pep speak sometimes and he says with what they've been working on, he's happy because he's seen a lot of those things happen in a game. But of course, nobody's happy when you when you lose a game. But that for me was another game of individual mistakes.
Sean Wright Phillips and Yatin Anudian say now Yantin Tomu I want some kitten kitia and also Edia Trenche and no Edia Dencheche our manone na do na so ehu dia call and na eba na European Football Governing Body IFN UEFA and omode abetu dwa se UEFA Champions League no say player be outfield player be enya long term injury omo ho akwanya say ometimi replace sa player no e wo squad ni mu na yesi sa ruwe Ebeya Juma till the 6th round. Not just a first game, second game, third game, fourth game. After the 6th game, no, Nyadia, or maybe to me, a Pia player Bia, Edena Tumoho, in Chennai, Aquena Abba, said Gabriel Jesus, Federico Chiasamo, Matias Telmo, Facundo Ebuna, no Temo, or Metimi Enya Quenya, Abe Remus, a player bit me pra, na long term injury there. Now you for force teams no, ebe to me at the player be Abe Shana 9 Kama, El Honoma, and on a player can want them, not one so what to be a home. Now, John Terry, Akasa Kaka. Ade afa Liverpool team no ho ɔsɛ wohwɛ teams ahodoɔ a this season ɔmo gyina mo compete ɛwɔ the English Premier League no ma ɔsɛ Liverpool ɛna standing as favourite so ɔmo ebetumi agye kuruwa no asan ɛde asi ɔmo srɛ so na ɔsɛ ɔno ɔbɔ mpaeɛ ɔsɛ ɔbɔ mpaeɛ paa sɛ Liverpool betumi agye ɛyɛ kuruwa no na omatimi asan retain ɛyɛ Premier League no na omode ahyɛ ɛyɛ abemu a yɛfrɛ Diogo Jota the departed soul na kyɛ sɛ yɛde ahyɛ no nimunyam kama ɛhɔ nti John Terry sɛ nei ɔbɔ mpaeɛ sɛ Liverpool ebetimi agye Premier League no ɛhɔ Manuel Akanji atimi akɔpie mu ɛwɔ Inter Milan bɔbɔko na so yɛ na yɛbisa Manuel Akanji sɛ Akanji then na influence wɔ nei watimi afiri the Premier League no mu akɔpie mu ɛwɔ the Italian Serie A no mu Serie A no so kɔ mu no wankɔpie mu Atalanta wankɔpie mu AC Milan na mmom Juve mu nyinaa hɔ wankɔ na mmom Inter Milan ɛna watimi akɔpie mu hɔnom na then na influence wa watimi kɔpie mu Inter Milan ɛna ɔsɛ tietia Inter Milan bɔbɔko no ɛyɛ one of the biggest club ɔmo nso ɛwɔ Europe nti ne ɔkɔ no ɔno nso kɔ akɔbɔ ne ho mmɔden yie paa na ɔsɛ dodo na aka sɛ ɔyɛ bit slow ne mu nkɔneba na ɔsɛ ɔno ɔyɛ slow ɔsɛ physically ɔyɛ strong ɛwɔ hɔnom a American nso obetumi akɔ bi paa nti ɔkɔ no ɔnkɔ agɔhwɛ po ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Italy ɔman ne mu ɔkɔ akɔbɔ ne ho mmɔden ɛde ama Inter Milan bɔbɔko no na ɛnɛ yi Andre Onana ɛtumi akɔpie mu Trabzonspor ɛndra ɛna otimi fa wiem hyɛn kama ɛkɔpie mu ɛwɔ hɔ a ɛnɛ yi ɔno nso atimi akɔ sign ɛwɔ hɔ ɛyɛ season long loan ɛna ɔno atimi akɔpie mu hɔnom na yɛse option to buy bi anim wɛ bosi abɔ kɛkɛ ɛna ɔkɔ ɛwɔ hɔ na ɛnɛ yi yɛse Trabzonspor ɛka bi a wɔakyerɛ biaa ne weekly wages ne mu nkɔneba no ɔmo ɛna ɛfa ho kama ɛwɔ hɔnom nti for 12 months ni Trabzonspor ɛna ɛbɛtumi atua ɛyɛ Andre Onana ka wei ɛnyɛ 50-50 bia United ntua kaprɛ ɛmfa ama ɛyɛ Onana Trabzonspor bɔbɔko no ɛna ɛbɛfa saa aka no nyinaa ɛwɔ hɔ na John Obi Mikel akasa ɔsɛ hɛ wohwɛ ɛyɛ Nigeria ɔman bɔbɔko no a ɔsɛ sɛ wɔntumi qualify for the World Cup a obia resigning obia board members so wine federation for no ɔsɛ obia resigning yɛn no sɛ nambe na yɛ group a South Africa mo ne that Shamia teams wɔm no yɛntumi qualify BM dia na sɛ ho hia sɛ saa mpanimfoɔ no nso ebetumi LED Nigerian football ɛna yɛnkɔ pa mo sisi because the one yɛma kakɔ yi deɛ ɔman qualify ne sa ɔman qualify 11 points obi ɛnya de obetumi qualify ɛne ne nkɔmɔ kakra John Obi Mikel ɛnso ɛde ato dwa yɛde ho nsɛm ɛte ɛma na yɛbisa Obi Mikel sɛ ne Alejandro Garnacho na wakɔpie mu ɛwɔ Chelsea no ɛbɛpeke ama nana ɛbɛfa na ɔsɛ ɛbɛfa papa ɛbɛfa na ɔsɛ wohwɛ managers ahodoɔ a ɔmo Europe manager baako a obetumi asesa Alejandro Garnacho ne hyɛbrɛ ama ne bɔ na fa ne ntoma pɛfra no ɛno ane Vincenzo Maresca dodoɔ na ɛfɛ no Enzo Maresca no ɔsɛ saa manager no ɛna obetumi asesa the fortunes of Alejandro Garnacho ɛne ne nkɔmɔ kakra John Obi Mikel ɛnso ɛde pay so a yɛde ho nsɛm ɛte ɛma Robinho ɛda afiase na afiase no ɔwɔ no ɔyɛ coach wɔ hɔnom pa a ɔkochi ɔmo a ɔmo da afiase wate team ankasa ɛwɔ hɔnom a ɔkochi ɔmo ɛwɔ akwaniasa nyinaa so na ne ba yɛfrɛ no Robson Jr. osina kan ɛde Santos in fact ɔne abemu a yɛfrɛ no Neymar da Silva nyinaa na ɛwɔ the same team ɛne Neymar se ɔmɛntɔ no wɔ akwaniasa nyinaa so na ɛnɛ nti amenya no sɛ yɛse Chelsea ɛne Liverpool foɔ asɛne ɔmo scouting team a ɔmo South America akɔɔ sɛ yɛnya no ntia sɛ abemu a no masa yɛsɛ ɔbɔ bɔɔro mu nkɔ na nkɔhwɛ no sɛ ɔbɛsa fata sɛ ɔbɛjoin ya na ɔno nso atumi abɛpie mu hɔnom nti ɛne Chelsea ɛne Liverpool foɔ ɛne di abemu a yɛfrɛ no Robson Jr. akyi a ɔmo hwɛ aboa sɛ biribi abɛkɔ yie na ɔmo atumi akɔ tabiri aberantɛ no ɛde aba Emerick Laporte ɛna ɛnɛ yi Spanish ɛyɛ Football Federation ɛne Spain coach De La Fuente ɛka kyerɛ no sɛ masa so what chances of going into the 2026 World Cup? Saudi Pro League, no? Yembo fan call World Cup. Utie, Emerick Laporte. Yembo Saudi Pro League and fan call World Cup. In the manimi ya yentem na bepe England and Spain B and Italy B and I say Belarus na kwasha hona bobo. na nya kwanya call World Cup abemwan say sa asem no utumi say yam hye ne pa for say enai ana sa for so ye crocro the John documentations ni mu nkwane bo mbese ne na omo twentwen so a delay process no enai abemwan finally wetimi akowura mu e on a boyhood club ye fan Athletic Club Bilbao ono so e kwa kosi na kan e ho kama ne atadwe Laporte ateda enai the chances of going into the World Cup no very very high honoma jada won sem ete emao nene UEFA de abeto dwa say 2026 UEFA Champions League mema ne mayo ne nyina no venue aye bebo enie tieni di mame mema na fem no Champions League final no ye bebo no Estadio Metropolitano e was Spain oho ene ye bebo na fem no mayo ne de no mayo ne de no ya bo National Stadium e wo Warsaw Poland inti mayo ne de no e ko Poland na mema ne de no so etimi akọ Spain kama nti mema no ye bon we Estadio Metropolitano wo Madrid na efempo no ya bon mayo ne de no wo National Stadium eno nso wo Warsaw jade won sem ede ema na onim se Donnarumma etimi awura mu wo Manchester City na awura mu no na ye bi se man jesse na mawe osompe ye man we osompe ena se ne wa choose Donnarumma wa jesse the goal ko pick number okoya no cover jesse number 25 and ye bi say na amongst them away nyina na 25 na who fight goalkeeper 25 no say tie o making a debut e with the Italian Serie A for Sassuolo 25th October 2015 until number 25 no e play key role e wo ho na o say the girlfriend and friend Alessia Elefanti o say the first born no wo no Leo no yes so won 25th February 2021 until the number 25 no e play significant role on abrabo mu inti no so etimi ekopeke jersey number 25 no hono ma jede wonsem ete ema kama na ye begina we so na jede amanone nsem no si na fimpo no yaka no atoa so kama ete aman
Chemo, Charlie, you hold me down and I'll forever be grateful. You know, say since you show me to soccer bet, I see grains, talking of good cash out, fast payout, high odds, and total odds accumulation. Bro, it they go on for this side. Charlie, that be high for day. I be you know that. Bro, soccer bet they do the most. Then my interface they catch me. Smooth navigation and easy access to all the sports games through any virtual games you choose.
SoccerBet has all you need as a punter. High odds on pre-games, live games and interesting virtual games to instant virtual games as well. Don't be left out on all of this. It's a good thing you join the fun side. Make the right choice today and enjoy all the goodies that comes with betting with SoccerBet. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below the age of 18. Gaming can be addictive.
And Okretrodos high sensor, the about chimney television, refrigerator, chest freezer, air conditioner. Now so unim say your laser TV, gas cooker, washing machine, smartphone, sound system, water dispenser, microwave, blender, rice cooker, kettle, iron, air fryer, kakrabim ponono. So to adie ewe ho, infie numuntem, se hontechema, nefri yania, fabra, yensiesi amawa, yabese sama. Se so the high sense showrooms no, ebu organa fanenina. Inti bibina wopa to a, bwana iko, neko jodie, ebi wankrai, tema, kumasi, Takrade, Takwa, Mankesim, Obuase, Sunyane, Techima, Tamale, Hohoi, Kofodia, a bona da Fomboko at the mount. See a high sensor, near Tredia Echeno, dear Papano, dear Ensang in Amcanian, dear F Feno, Nea Befono, Bibina Open Chrimua, Frey 0302 550000. And now Quabe for Nansen Tintanasu, Ubenya highsense.com.gh. You have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any YouTube or so, and also share High Sense Ghana. High Sense, the name was so be abotum, enono.
This is our own, let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again.
Ghana Premier League is back again. Yeah, the commentary emu ede editie ene yede bro every match day 1 ekosi match day 34 and starting if you there ebe on the 12th of September Accra House of Folk ene Hoho United live ewa Accra Sports Stadium GH Sports live commentary no starting 6:45 ne mimi naswa eye 13 September Prekum Chelsea ene Kumasi
esi asante kotokwa nso live Obrikum Golden City Park na GH Sports Live at the commentary in April from 2:45 pepe at nase the update bro Gold Stars and Bichim United game so baby any apen ni kwesi da so on the 14th of September the Nations FC any Aguna Swedro All Blacks Ozi Oza match no so bro Dr. Kwame Che Sports Complex person so the update the abro matisa akanim enyina Ghana Premier League is back again Axisa
me wani suade hunu bi na ni suade hunu ayetumi frɛ no hyebrɛ sɛ bebe mu ama wo a kyese wankasa wokonkoden na wohwehwɛ ɛno na wo nsa betumi aka Mose tene ne poma ɛbɔ po ne mu na mu kyemienu Elijah ɛkɔ so bɔ mpaye meja firi soro ɛbaaye Yesu Kristo tene ne nsa ne nkwagye ɛba nipa so Mark Nielon esua ne mafa abɛɛfo ho ɛno nti ne ndɛ yɛwɔ Meta ɛne Tesla Yewura Dangote esan ne mfidi dwuma ɛne nneɛma a wasua nti no ɛba na bibima mu heyina frango a yetu no ɔno ɛnedi nkan Ɔsagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ene afofre ka no ho a yɛbɔ mo samrane ɛfrɛ mo the big six no ɛbɔ mmɔden a ɛgye fa hodie ɛde magana sankrofo mabobɔ mu din na ɛkonkoden ɛde pranisuade huna na esi ɔmo ani so no ɛno nti ɛna mbra ba ma wo sɛ one prophet Bernard Nelson Eshon Dr. Stanley Bandawa Reverend Chris Edusei Donko Dr. Eugene Esiama Buadi Emrenimni Prophet William Johnson ɛne afofra Yankopɔn asra ɔmongo ɛbɛka bom ama dwumadie sonkwa ɛde hyehyɛ so a friend Builders Camp Meeting afriwe mu no onso watumi abebi na dwumadie no yɛbɛhyɛ aseɛ September bosom ne da toso ɛyɛ dunwɔtwe ɛkɔpem September bosom ne da toso ɛyɛ edunum mekyerɛ 18th September ɛkɔpem 20th September ɛwɔ Commonwealth Hall Theatre University of Ghana dwumadie yi obi esi ne nanso ɛyɛ Ayam J Marion kai na hyɛ ne nso sɛ dwumadie wei ɛyɛ free adwomtofo ahodo ɛbɛba dwumadie na sene Prophet City Hitmaker Minister Petra Oduvayo Minister Kofa any afoforo bi eka ho open chechemu bia obetumi afrɛ 0233 733 444 anase 0249 834 004 0249 834 004 emra so sɛ yɛsesa bia yɛte na ebi so ɔman kronkron Ghana so sɛ ne ɛbɛyɛ a akwanya bebree ebetumi aba ɛde ama nkyirima
Se galamse ebi was sports ma yenso ye pese yenkle ebi na ya hyase ya twere e de ama National Sports Authority say sa 43 federations ayesi ewe omuma yen criteria e kire say yetumi di certify na ya accredited federation bi because one hwe ya obehwe mu obekọ no na obi ye president of a federation na ne yiri ye secretary ebia na ne ba po ye organizer omuso sorry a omakotina computer so omu hwehwe tournament bi obabi omunyanya pe na omo atwere letter say ye hwan federation entino muma esika na ekọ tournament sebio why do people think say federation no omedwuma ne say omuntu kwanko tournament ade omedwuma no.
Right, back again into the studios of Happy 98.9 due to one or two things I see it was so Eddie Free has say now yako but Adam say juma nipa juma DNT say Obiba ade ketewa bi na metam na fe yetimi etwa so na ensam ahodo na akwaku ansa etimi ede begu ho na say yetimi eburam na fe ehwe ba komienu bi na yesan ebefe bi prof asempa de say de bia na ja enne na wona waye ho asempa be ka cho say enne na wona wonta ma anti ne eye o mredo do na mami enhwe o take o amana ne nsem no na say bia wo any additives bia asan de be wura mu a
first one say UEFA a Champions League final venues na to Jaro.
Yeah.
Remember the Stadio de Wonder, the Metropolitano, Atletico for no.
Yeah.
Inti afi chat na to.
Wonder Metropolitano.
Happy FM 98.9.
Chat na to.
Arenja. Moment ajibi o wa na.
There be chat na to. One say first time I move here, Uncle ball finals no.
But now share before so share up to the predictions no the above one thing for Champions League no.
Oh say or see your
when I'm upper hand.
Yeah
24 point something %.
Yeah. So I mean it's clear.
Okay.
But chat be ma Tony say.
Anything.
Number 6 ni yakoji wo ho.
Momo seat one.
Yes. You need Tottenham final no. Wow, wonder the Metropole. No more bien fufuro.
I'm breast answer.
Oh, yes, you want 2-0 pe. Inti ene ayes and dia ko no. Say no na 2018-2019 one. Inti your fans say be roughly 6 years.
The chat na ato.
The chat na ato no. Once omukwa ko ball ho no kwa de okuapim ni besi nkwa de. Say opta ne nyoma na wa no ebe fa pa. Very important.
98.9.
Ebe fa pa. But that's just by the by. I mean, basically, that's just by the by. We asking our phone you as in there be ba me try say up to for the no mo dey aba no. Any venue now you for choose for final no. Yakwa je wo da.
Dey the pefe say.
Dey the pefe say afi the be afi e wo Champions League. You be 7. One who say emra AC Milan hit in 7. Obian to me call you for this long time. I almost call into the doldrums. I almost to me and Bibi Biano Stella.
Mamos and the club no said the Nanka Musiti, the Nanka 7.
Oh, debut too. The owners of the Champions League. Union Kusha final no show. I knew owners. Omni owners. So the owners.
Yeah.
Madrid.
Trademark.
There be the owners of the Champions League. And we cry make you can say chat not to me. So what it means is that team be in every quarterfinals more and semi-finals or baby. Not just a Liverpool room now or quarter-final no. So only Madrid could share final there. It is 70-30. Sanity. Into 2 finals that meant me and Madrid in a different and also the any cry.
Oh, okay.
Debbie. Bakuna Mishia me onya me size no me ball no one to baby actually no cry no another team be ko share no final so no share no so it's okay final
minyankai boss
sir Europa final last season why they share Manchester United
me patch on menkai
okay get be ball pa okay see memory loss at you
as you see me wo arefi kakra
sir arefi yare na ba ba Manchester United now arefi yare na ba okay mathematics ba
better on boy
United ni Tottenham the ball final minim say almost share 1-0
sir any African na masuda
you die because but you see I mean I think this weekend some good matches good matches in the Premier League first of all after international break they see us
na it affect teams
on the players ni bi especially our players are almost South America near the na kwan on be first on be to kwan back kwan on sabe time on be do on sabe kan man betumi aye training abo mini the kind of rest that they would need, you know, very important. Fortunately, you know, Arsenal, they are playing early kickoff.
Yeah.
Early kickoff, no, so they are now no shit. Early kickoff, no, and shada and koyi early na wa back who plays yakwa bubo among national teams ebinume pra
Arsenal be lose
BFM 98.9
has a open so cancer but you kakra o
ehun ni na special pa ehun be de as o kai de bi no mbe lusu a mbe lusu a make me se me gusu kasa ba enti omni forest in so I think Forest have just changed coaches.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they changed Nuno, but that's up to them. Say owners no now make your decision.
Yeah.
But I think it's very unfair for a coach to have qualified you for Europe and then what ditching is I don't understand.
Maybe a performance no so. I'm dead in terms of
last season. I mean,
yes, our coach no on any boss ni nya asem one match be boss ni see from because obetia
you see, I think say not tension be or kakra. And whatever it is.
Oh no, honestly be agrees.
BFM 98.9.
Yeah. Only see from ne coach ni be basa te point na me kai sa match na. As ba na match be. Yeah, we see here and then be kasa ya mo ka say after so much nenye the performance na no more kasa ho. Greece investors no back.
Yeah, but you see, the point is that at the end of the day, at the end of the season,
he qualify for
Europe, and then he got you to a very respectable position, and then he has made Forest a very competitive side.
Yeah.
So to have allowed him to go, no, it didn't make sense though. But Angie Postecoglou, he has another opportunity. Clearly, Oji, there's whatever problems you have with him, Waji Europa and Tottenham for major trophy in their history. Waji trophy among. Yeah. What am I saying? I mean, in a very, very long time, they've tasted, the Europa, the trophy, Cup. And it doesn't come any better when you beat Manchester United in that final. Yeah. It doesn't come any better. And for him, he has that. He comes with that pedigree.
Okay.
So let's hope, say, he's able to get to work and then get. But fact is, on your mind, pre-season. Right. So these are things that will come. But it's a very cagey game, especially timer. Yeah, bono. And it's on your man. I kind of see that this game could possibly end up in a draw. It's possible, say, this game will end up in a draw. Otherwise Arsenal can, it's possible.
Say a win, yeah, Arsenal.
Oh,
but say a draw, there, a bit a draw. Yes,
the win here very slim. The match will end up in a draw.
Okay,
very slim. But I will do my last Liverpool. Liverpool. Burnley. So far, Liverpool is the only club that has a 100% record. That's a fact.
Happy FM 98.9.
It's important to re-emphasize and hit hard on it. Re-echo it. And no beyond say Liverpool equal 100% record. 100% record. And yeah, Burnley never say no. And me assure say possible say Burnley almost and you say possible Burnley back off form. So what you say? Na Isaac na ye say
I say with you Toku adechiro
Toku bi adechiri okay Konate na Real Madrid
say match bias mo jigo.
It doesn't matter. Okay. The most important thing is that they win. See, right. And the most important thing that Liverpool has scored a lot of goals. It's not a problem. The woman say Isaac is the one a lot of people are looking up to get match fitness as quickly as possible.
98.9.
Fortunately for him, at least against Sweden game, about 20 minutes be. Okay. So it is possible that Liverpool might gradually introduce him like that. Okay. You say Eketike say, for example, he's not now coach Neka say Onuka, but Onuka and Eketike, the time he was starting for us. The point is that coach Neka say he was giving him 75, 79 because he wasn't fully fit, so that he will gradually pick up. For me, it's about Isaac picking up, waiting for his moment and really picking it. We share a game like.
Is it good for him? Say, then Kasi will be prior, but a man opportunity straight and a director.
Yeah, but it will depend on his match fitness and then the state in which he finds him. I'm sure that he's ready to go for but the point is that when we say training alone and playing a game is totally different. Yes. So I'm sure that the coaches will assess the situation and they will know what to do. All right. But hopefully, clearly Liverpool should pick the 3 points at stake.
Okay, Prof. And so Ediana. Now, come on, Kwabo.
When you're watching,
now what will go there?
Nyamiadum. You're
but I carry the annual Pibia Moni Akatwa.
And Yamiding.
I'm a fair. And I'm sense with a shop.
And Yamiding.
Oh, boy, Juma Ding.
Who did your man be the inquiry?
Who there be? Who that say? Who be am I ask him? Kasi.
Who did your man be the inquiry?
Papa, we.
Bene papa bedu.
And why any D's are? Oh.
And then I won your 62.
Any football age.
That's a prof one.
Any professorial age.
And then what done about why
silent problem.
And I said, went
to party kakra obeye.
Yeah. Ono so kra no ska ofie kama.
Yeah. Praise and worship. Them say went.
Oh,
Happy FM
98.9. Happy birthday.
Oh, me that's it.
Nyamento nkom.
Amen.
Enkwatete ahoden wom.
Amen.
Ya odo nsabesom bia enwie pay.
Amen.
Eni ene ohaw amane eni brichie body empower wakwa.
Amen.
Wasefo onye nhyira.
Amen.
Na oyere eni obi a oben obi a na onye nhyira mom.
Amen.
Amen. Onso mu abre bia.
Amen.
Man kwanhyia nto.
Amen.
Kwani asoso nyina no ma anya soronko.
Amen.
E wode oyemu nyina.
Amen.
Na onsan piu su sika.
Amen. Sika de huhia papa. Sika huhia papa. Kwatintin.
Some am ye krokro ase ndi am ta wo kwatintin nyame mfa mi nto so.
Amen.
Nya be 125.
Amen. Oh.
Be da so ya kudware.
125 there. I say Isaac Finu.
Okay, therefore enti eno na ehon nsem kakra enso eno no amana nsem na yegusu a ya twetwe nkomo na
Happy FM 98.9.
Se asaba wo ketua bi wo Nottingham Forest anyway no eho sade ana chesesa na esitie eti ebedane eho kakra ye ba de aka ni nyina no ye de betum na afi ye de aboa na onso wate se de eho nsem esi eti ana ka be so hwe Arsenal kakra bi.
There me na me person Arsenal we near there. Say this weekend so United in City ball. No, say it cannot be. Say the other who are not only Arsenal we fans.
So, Sunday 3:30 pepe.
Yeah, so Man City have lost twice in three games near started. Only 2.
Yeah.
This is unlike Man City. Right. Especially after the kind of purchase some year, the kind of inclusion no. We're expected to see a more revamped Man City side, but the year who need it is a City team that is really struggling. And for me, I feel that it's going to take a while for them to come back to themselves, you know, especially in the midfield without Gundogan, without Kevin De Bruyne. And those were the key people and now the system no around them, the pivots around which. Yes, but Silver alone cannot do the work.
Okay.
They've got players, Mamouche, Muna, there, but for them to take time for them to play the Pep style of system. If Pep still up, it's not born a system now. It will take time for these people to get back to how they used to play. Because you see, I know game also crack. So you cannot get your team all the time playing the same way. Sometimes say to me, play rough to get results any idea. But Pep then he's so used to that. It will be another struggle. And United, I feel that this is in what has not gone well for them. ASA lack in your side. For me, I feel that they've played very well in their games on Mabon. And I feel that lack.
I'm saying if March 24, March 3, 2024, I'm saying sitting share Man U May 2025 or Man U question 3-2. Then Man City
community
98.9. Man U the penalty. And final. Man City now 2024 now December 15. Man U question or it had 2-1. And on the ball draw and a friends a match with Basel.
Yeah, so for some time now United for inside that Man City for so and I'm not sure to be too different.
Oh, okay.
Yes, United should be too different. It's a game that me say bit my draw. The most likely of the result to be a draw.
Okay.
But this weekend, the biggest game in Europe is the Derby d'Italia.
Yeah.
The Italian derby.
Yeah.
Juventus and Italy, the biggest game in Italy. In fact, the biggest game in Italy is not AC Milan, Inter Milan, or Inter Milan, AC Milan and Juventus. The biggest game in Italy is Juventus and Inter Milan. Okay. And on the Derby d'Italia, the Italian derby. And Juventus, my team is Juventus. My team.
Most of them they support AC Milan, Juventus, man for Pepper.
Yes. My team power Juventus. Now, because me started share AC Milan.
Happy FM 98.9.
I will go Sachi AC Milan 85, 86. But I was still already in love with Juventus.
Okay.
The old ladies of Italy.
The old ladies of Serie A.
Yeah.
And the Derby Italiano. Juventus for a very long time now have not been themselves.
Okay.
after Saka so polling 70 by year ni moglo polling ni by year na omko relegation no by year, and the way most of the players didn't stay faithful to them, like the Zlatans and the Nku didn't stay faithful to them. If free horse Zlatan feel no going to right, not to them left them just no Henry did now Henry few did that Henry few did that and no a buyer. So for me clearly I feel that this will be a crunch game because Juventus winning almost 30 season. Juventus have won their games. Juventus have won their games already. Juventus have won their 2 games already. They are in very good form, and they want to come and take over the league. No, they want to come and take over.
Okay.
Because according to Best Fright, and Omejai, a trainer, and so they were trying to build a team. Ronaldo, Murray, and Ebaya, and now they are getting back to rebuilding. And they feel that for some time now, Inter for form there, but they do the debut there. And now and should follow form guide.
Yeah.
Debuts most of the time across the world and should follow form guide. And I'm not sure this will be too different. But you went to Felice with the form of more, especially before the break. Say you didn't score share Inter 2-1. The San Siro. No. They feel that at Turin they should be able to beat Inter Milan. And this is a game I feel that Juventus out share Inter Milan in the game, the debut the Italia.
Because Inter players.
Oh no, it's about players. I said it's not the first time. No, but this is not the first time. This is the first time they are beating them. Even in years that they are not even in form. Even years that Juventus in form and Inter form, Juventus say no.
Okay.
Yeah, so
match with
oh yes, I think that Juventus will continue.
All right. But more than a journey on Facebook, Happy 98.9. Now for etimi ewura mu na also wadwenche bia said 24 eche omode wa ha na also de ewuram ye botaw ye ba dodo na na wo ho President Mahama akasa efa stadiums ISCC ho ye de nchemu no atimi eba na onim se ne Premier League Day eti dodo na na nkofo atimi e de atodwa but more than na ene yentra ye koba e doso ne ye de bema.
This is the home of champions.
Charlie, today be my lucky day. I just download the Betika app for Google Play Store where I do some small deposits. No, boom! Betika dash me 100% free bet. Free day paper. So me, I place my bet sharp. I no go door. As in, so make you no slack. Download the Betika app now and grab your free bet. And remember, terms and conditions apply.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below age 18. Gaming can be addictive.
Everywhere you go, big goal for the friends and the family. Big goal, big refreshing moment. Big goal for the kids and the adults. Big goal, boys and girls with a drink up. Big goal, everywhere the party day. Big goal, we go mash up the place with it. Big goal, greatest in every battle. Big goal, big goal, big goal, big goal, big goal, big goal. Big refreshing moment.
Beagle drink. Big refreshing moment.
Another quality product from Trillium Industries. This advert is FDA approved.
Alone, we can only go so far. But when we move together, there is no limits to where we can go. Together, we move with joy. We move to our own beats. We move with the natural goodness of Malta Guinness. A feel-good refreshment with vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, and B6. Grab a bottle of Malta Guinness now and feel the vim. Malta Guinness, we move. Always check out for the Made in Ghana symbol. This advert is FDA approved.
Okay, Ebraso, you Ramu, away my moon, some ahodoa, at me, at the Ebro, we are as a Obiba Poakwa, but was not, and your money nato, at me, every pair. Kind of challenge, so sir, yes, Danta, any sessica, a woman, and Untino, a brebiano, see a core, a fear, and I say my moon, somewhere, so I say, a cophobia, and a boy, a chi, a dom, or my to me, air fruit, so come out. And only high sense, a baby, I see. Na brantian maba wana eni gisem eni se womo emfidia omo wa ye didi djuma ofie no nyade a etie nyinama hoden enti se de yenka se hure high sense adwene ya ho e free fridges edi equasi microwaves and say washing machines any rice cookers aworo ni nyina no toaster air fryers aworo ni nyina no mepa chew e ade a usu ofie a enyama hoden enti no hwehwehwe bia enti bomode ne kopebi wodam ho ma honya fe na ho so ma honya fe na offices aworo any conference halls ahodo no so mo kan na won hye no so say laser tv na aba no e 4K pictures asonko a e da wani na wo hwa atimi say yes eniema etimi ekoye pa na omo ebo game ni de bia meka say omo de bo a omo ani gi pa e na afin so offices ahoro a womo eye conference a PowerPoint presentations omo pe eye screens akese no me pa cho ni nyina e wo high sense free 100 inches ekosi 150 inches ni nyina ebi e wo a enei ukopie mo high sense awsa ebetia kan ni gisam so say ne bo e wo formation dan form so say ekoba ne say enei wuto efi dana kosi fie numachiri no metia ka cha say ehon techema omo betimi aboa na wakra na kama pa high sense nkwa na ma we won showrooms no edoso ebi wa mahia sanso na bi wo West Hills Mall kaso and fe ukokopie mu ewo tema committee 1 committee 25 and we no so no sign e de oni ekoche mu ewo eye mepacho bachona La Paz and na mepacho broadcasting nyina no so no ebi etimi ewo ho afi Kumasi uduru ho a eye Kumasi City Mall eno asokwa dadamu opposite and na obetimi hu om sanso and na akopie mu edum me ho no obetimi nya ma fe edum post office no afiri okọ tafo ahimbro no mu ono so be hu om na okota no so firi afo ani kiremu ewosunyan tamale uwi abohwi besre kota krade takwa ena mepacho mankesim ena enei ukopie mu boase ne ade nyina so a obetimi ahu omo ewo eho a winiba so omo aso ye ne ebi ho anti bomode ne fo ani kiremu ewo high sense for aso koforia so omo ntwa wonya mepacho ya no akai no ahye ne so say ye ka se high sense as everyday prices for everyday people ye be free sam na se na ye free sam na se dia ye see ye free no akesiem ne aba efom na ora a ye friend of President John Dramani Mahama ono ene ye Ghana ye nyina ye mampani a wodaya no na no ohia asɛmtwerɛfo na ne nkomodie mu no ebikoba nse asɛmbisa bi bae na ye bisa nse onsie sigina ye nkyerɛ sɛ enei oka sɛ wo mo campaign ni o mo manifesto mu no mo twerɛ hyɛ mu sɛ stadiums bi o a o mbesisi ni ade eno no mapani eto so kyɛ sɛ ye no korɛ na no eye ne nwanwan po sɛ ɔte sɛ takwa stadium na takwa TNA stadium na yesiesi wo no ɛho kai within 13 to 16 million ono angaza ka 13 ye na so na ho ka na 16 million na osisi sika we emro Ghana so eti omo be pesa akwan no so na afi contractors awodo a omo de contract omo no mo yes adwuma ni nyina no omo atimi ahye omo no nso aboa ama omo atimi asisi stadiums ama regions na omo nso enibi na ayete se de takwa pepe President Mahama assemnie.
We promise to build stadia in all the new regions and the regions that don't have modern stadia. So as I speak, the Ministry of Sports and Recreation is doing the design and the costing for the new stadia. And Upper East is one of the regions that has been captured to receive a new sports stadium. That also is under the big push. What we're doing is Takwa Goldfields built a stadium, a standard stadium for their football activities. And I was surprised to learn it costs about $13 million. When government of Ghana has built stadia, it costs hundreds of millions of dollars. But for those of you who have gone to Takwa and see their stadium, there's a standard stadium. And I think it takes about 5,000 or more, or is it 10,000 people? And so if they could build it for 13 million, government too should be able to do same. So we've asked them to find out the architects, the designers, and everybody who did that stadium so that we can replicate it in our other regions that don't have a stadium.
We and someone on my penny a friend of President John Dramani Mahama etimi echiremu. Na ye free wono na ye sign de ani chiremu e Accra House of Focus ye nei unim se omo ne hoho e begina akono na eno na make say no Ajimambadu a player back on Obo eye Kotoko Obo Berlin Obo Udni and Obo Black Stars no bone ye pa na Ajimambadu akasa esan say enra kra na ene afeni dia beto abonten say Black Galaxies no oka management committee no hu sisi ena Ajimambadu kase ogitumi ye pa say House of Folk ebro mo sisa mo coach o mo coach fufuro yi ba ye no ensakraye pi abatim na dead pefe say House of Folk is on track say league no ya mo kwa kobo no hu say o mo betimi aye bibi pa.
Very well after changing their coach, so that came in the last 3 or 4 months. I look up for them. They have changed the mentality of the guys. Their preparation was on top, and gradually I think we are getting the full experience back, and it will be very exciting, especially when they go down by 2 goals against in the top 4, when they were able to came back strongly and win the game. So this is the kind of analysis that we want to watch.
Where is someone Emmanuel Ajimambadu tournament? So a bit of friend Owen Otimi at the 2 ja ewo honom na eno emuno ena House of Folk abrantie baako Ali Mohammed HS ono de ogidi ye pass Heart of Lions tima your friend Ho United sorry omo kasapa na omo de omo nkasa omo twa omo mra omo che omo se omo ye House of Folk
say carry to him say omo kwan no wa so kasa omo kasa from yake what I say kwan esa be stand am omo asa wo stand ko na mo bi no be tin kan Friday na dey omo angasa no omo bi bia yen kasa bebre omo kan na ya to media no so tie dey am bo Friday ye twa omo e agbono form nya kasa kra kasa yen frama what I say phobia
masters or say a number ya go ho for mu pa eti Obiba Poakwa bra wona ase wo ye ho United ni ya no ahye so no aka ise ne phobia for say omo de omo nkasa pi omo ya krado ne no ena Abdul Tujani enra o kasa enra na so no wasa ya de self proud tuja wo se ono ogidi ye pass House of Folk grandpapas and I say omo nyini pa wo league ni na so no omo ba nya de ombedi agro.
United compared with House of Folk. House of Folk, we are grandpa. We are not go for a car. We are coming all out. But Yamima will be a government and the game of boy and doing the preseason. You can see the difference. They are one of the best doing the preseason.
Tijani Abdul ono aye adwuma House of Folk pense coach. No akasa o se wa bu omda na nya de foforo eti this time on san be hwe se omobetimi aye adwuma na efata Tijani ensema wode ema womo enso eno no eno eye de etimi eko ewo ehonom yeso yede fa your super dial happy 98.9 o join your Facebook a wetimi ehunu de ekoso nyina na yefia ni chem ewo eye Bechem United na enkrofo enso omo dane omo no makopie mu ba bia ni Gold Stars eno omo goalkeeper Benjamin Esiedu eden sema to just say womo eko the last time ye chi womo hye womo enu ntire this time omo kono omo nim se ground se ho den na so no omo de ane den ane adwene foforo was Steven Esiedu Benjamin Esiedu nsema otimi edit to edwa ewo ehonom a yeso yede efa de ama
ye win game no no kre anso yatena se aka hu se normally ne yakohonom a difficult game enti no you the new mentality new approach and they call dance part I think so more Africa no almost on me pese on best start well into a top game but then we are tax a fair preparation so far confidently bet man can say e be ko no mapakonya
we sama Benjamin Esiedu goalkeeper 8 minute Bechem United so the 2 dwa ewo ehono na wo Bechem na mu nsam no na eneyi won coach a friend Steven Osei edin sam 2 dwa se ono wo gidi ye pa se eniema ekoso ewo maso ye ne ahobobo a ene se de omusi ewuram no omo wogidie pi se omo ko hono nyade a omo kodi omo ho eye efew anase empo no omo ekofa ne saa keke ogidie pa se niema pi wo a omo so ebetimi akwakoye ewo ba bia ni ho.
Every coach has his first game and it's not you now. You always meet these first games. Now when the team is plan and prepare very well, be sure come out victorious.
We nsemo a etimi ekwa fe yemra hohoi for no na hohoi for no dia ba ko ne se one omo supporters na bo omo ho pa na wo hwe supporters no pa chofa omo video ne to so omo se kwan omo fa so ahye jama this season no uko Facebook sisi anya asem kito omo so hyentade gon ni bia na eti uche gone ti se moja pa e na omo ye prof mu team na ye nka omo ye nim omo ba bia no omo gone ni bi na nkofo yi so akofa e wo are na ahwe manim sa
there be prof main team am support Reds back or Liverpool
na hazo
na Asante Kotoko
me minim Asante Kotoko sa minim phobia
na phobia o kale
eti no emuno na enei How United for no so supporters na starting to many park Facebook this year na kohwe e wo ehonom na eno na fans no ensem no any say dem si di o magro na tie
Happy FM
ano ne nsam a etimi ekọ ewo ehonom na enie memfa to dwampacho obapa bomode na afei e feature ho maye How United at the bus for fraba na amamere mu nso eso omko mu nsuo na no no omko ye omho adwuma ewo ho kakra no omko horo omho te se de Liverpool ebinum timi Jones ogupo hu nyina na yesi abrofo ne de nka omde omn tanye sanso ebire bi abesne ko players bi ko gina po hu to so ye eti saa ne mani nyina Liverpool so omtimi ya ade bi te se enei spring roll mo be bom match omtimi di consuo no makoto atum no man anti some distance ni nyina omoye How United so bas no e na edasi na efeye papa omaba nya asem kitu How United enya asem kitu na minim nyabote kwaku nyabote unya hunu ade na enka ne sa we die ebia kwan bia ya de foforo
Happy FM 98.9
ka no se de si ba na o hwe se de yesia ade ahofasuo na gu na How United Football Club no egu ni nchemu ne nanim oma ya de pa na yesi omusa akoya amane bi osuo na no na minim amane no omse azofok ene de but munya bote hazofok na ukuma pemfo no na yetimi de niam fa omso hazofok de emfa sa niam we fa omu fichire e wo ho di ukuma pemfo na wakohwe no no oma yesa ade no hazofok ebe chimo hwemo na ene omo de mo ti league na no didi dramania ti hwe omo esuwa na ho na eye waterfall no eho no mo kwaje omo lak no ma kohoro omo hu ye pa hazofok so akopum akohoro nsuo bi aso kobopum di hazofok so akohoro omo wo pum e wo sa match we ya ngade a mo di be di agro na wo hwe se de maame no ma omo nhira maame na wo nsuo na no ma omo nhira boys na ni abre o enti sana esi etie o jiri ko Facebook na ko kwa ebre to ko mo na ma
98.9
omo hu ye ahoro omo amanfo ye niama na waterfall no so de efe pa enti ko Facebook sisi a happy 98.9 ko hwese de How United abrewa ne kita poma pa hazofok na de ti we nyina chi no ma ntimi anya na afa yemfiri o fresh boy a Upper Town Aminu Mohammed okay branch we na ye turn $1 million dollars etimi de ko pie mu Manchester City na abrante no eniema ntia anhye da anko yi ama no na wadane no wabe pie o man so buy na team kese bi ani di nachi na so hwe ne said da bi team no pressure wo hopa supporters ne empo said the sinim sa club no abrochi so ko na hwe niema jigo ebe ha no eti ochusu Bechem United say ho the pressure ne nhye da ni ho almost a club or team boys in Japan. The man they call Bechem United. Aminu.
This me, and I have to grab it. I have to hold it like an egg. You know, I don't have to let it slide again. Bechem United is a big team, and it's a good club for it. Like young players like me, they give a lot of opportunities and they help a lot. That's why I'm here, and I believe we could go far. And when I was in the house, I got some little offers. You know, people talk to me like they want me to come and stuff, but I think those clubs are one of the biggest, clubs in the league. Not even in Ghana, they know them also in Europe and stuff. So the pressure there is too much, And I want somewhere that I'm gonna take my time. They're gonna have time for me, let me be on track. That's why I choose Bechem United.
It is an city and ranch and move to move for some Cobanamo Pesams are reviving career and I kotokone has no and as a hope man share na ajagu entamaminu asama okan no ye de we gyina so na fe yetimi awie yeman mu nsam ahodo no na de aka ne nyina no yetimi e de aba abeto so abra Obiba Poakwa brown eba abesum kai nation so say high sense everyday prices for everyday people o na so yimu e ma yetimi ekoye
And no credit those here high sensor, the about chimney television, refrigerator, chest freezer, air conditioner. Now so when say your laser TV, gas cooker, washing machine, smartphone, sound system, water dispenser, microwave, blender, rice cooker, kettle, iron, air fryer, kakrebim ponono. So to adhere away ho, in few numuntem, se hunchima, ne free nia, fabra, yensia mawa, yabesa sama. Se so the high sense showrooms no, ebu organa fanenina, into bibina opato, banaiko, nekojodie, ebi one cry, tama, kumasi. Takrade, Takwa, Mankesim, Obuase, Sunyane, Techima, Tamale, Hoy, Kofodia, a bona da Fomboko at the mount. See a high sensor, near Tredia Echeno, dear Papano, dear Ensen in Amcanian, dear F Feno, Naya Befono, Bibina Open Chrimua, Frey 0302 550000, and now Quabefon and Santintanasu, Ubenya highsense.com.gh. Your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any YouTube or so, and also share High Sense Ghana. High Sense, the neighbor so be abotum, enono.
Alone, we can only go so far. But when we move together, there's no limits to where we can go. Together, we move with joy. We move to our own beats. We move with the natural goodness of Malta Guinness. A feel-good refreshment with vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, and B6. Grab a bottle of Malta Guinness now and feel the vim. Malta Guinness, we move. Always check out for the Made in Ghana symbol. This advert is FDA approved.
A branded draw, see a happy on wheels, Jumedia Cassia, a free happy 98.9 FM. Yeah, the Bremo, Bakaya Hua, Nima, Medina Station, Yawada, 25th of September, 2025. If you know me, no Ekopim no, Sia, Bright, Nayana, Yantana Sinding Koma, Adam Puntu, and Koso, ye your cancro, Eba Yam Potamu Ahudu, our bra, Yani MC, and in Pennyfua, what can be a year, Ejari for, a drop for, any Obibiara, what can be a Tosumu, a Sinkunya, Naya Dinkomo, Maminka, said Dr. Zen Natural Deodorant, and Asiasi, one Bahobi, Dr. Zen Natural Deodorant, and your deodorant here, Obetimedia, your Motumu, a Rubian, and now soon, a man can be a mount, happy on wheels, and massage mediate, and pound, Kayo, say it, 25th of September, 2025, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Nima, Medina Station, be there, be heard, happy on wheels, your voice, your power, your power.
This is our own, let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again.
Ghana Premier League is back again. Yeah, the commentary emu edge editie any yadi bro. Every match day 1 equity match day 34 starting if you're the airbay on the 12th of September. Accra House of Folk and Ho United live at Accra Sports Stadium. GH Sports live commentary no starting 6:45. Nemime Naswa a 13 September. Prekum Chelsea and Kumasi Asante Kotokwa so a live will Brekum Golden City Park. Na GH Sports live at the commentary in April from 2:45 penny at Nasi. Yeah, the update ebe bro will Gold Stars and Bichim United game ebe koso will baby any apen ni kwesi daso on the 14th of September. Yeah, the Nations FC any Aguna Swedro All Blast Ozi Oza match no so ebe bro will Dr. Kwame Che Sports Complex. Person so at the update at the Abreu ewo matisa akanim enyina. Ghana Premier League is back again. Atisa.
Alone, we can only go so far. But when we move together, there's no limits to where we can go. Together, we move with joy. We move to our own beats. We move with the natural goodness of Malta Guinness. A feel-good refreshment with vitamin B1, B2, B3, B5, and B6. Grab a bottle of Malta Guinness now and feel the vim. Malta Guinness, we move. Always check out for the Made in Ghana symbol. This advert is FDA approved.
Imagine a future where every bridge connects more than just roads, where every investment plants the seeds of prosperity. That future begins at the International Building Infrastructure and Investment Expo 2025. It's happening from the 12th.
Luckiest. Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah. What do you do when you need some money? You go free hustle, you go bread, but you need some luck today. Just dial *712 hash, make you play the game and win. Oh, buy for your mama, buy for your papa, buy for your brother and your sister and your crew. From 1 city to 5K. You don't need much, not much to play. Just dial *712 hash. Luckiest.lottery.com. Play the game, play the luckiest. Oh, luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah. The luckiest. Luck is everywhere for everyone, yeah.
You could be the luckiest.
Happy 98.9 FM. Yeda wase se uti mamena kwaku ansa na afin so special ase se omotena mu de foreign no na afin so omamu nsem no baaye enti eno nso eno no samum okay medase pa me wo Kwame Jumo Agima ewa ha or a journalist, morning show host, or a lecturer. In fact, or lecturer or schools be enchibia asem keka make mpo be fa ho ase ni fun bosumi so ani sika bebre enchibia so enchibia obeye PhD student enchibia obeye PhD student na ne wasisu ampacho enye the Obakoya Agitech for Babetata and be any year can obey any ye.
Happy FM 98.9.
Obey any ye pa and no a mea. There be mea minia a Kwame Jumajima, Ewaha, Ura, Memoakwaba, Bibi Abocode, Pacho, Ebusian Phone Hoye.
Ah, Udidiaman be the idiot.
Yedanyamias, Yedanyamias,
Akasobamana Dawson Kakra.
Ye me di ho adwuma pa me ye ho adwuma papa no me ye ho adwuma papa je say emfai entia unze
president of Okasa dia ne no
usika sanso a wasem so
senior presbyter
me clerk pacho me session clerk me presbyter or
that won't be me moderator
there be some years of one son my moderator.
To your common member.
Me a member, me a lay preacher. In fact, coming Sunday, Kramena me preach. Sorry, team. I will be preaching on the team repentance. Yes.
Oma theme ahead of.
No, it's selected by the church.
Also, the church will decide, and they give it to you, and then you go and do your own.
From January to December, it's decided by the head office of our church.
Bibi anti means in naneno.
So yes, Bibi anti and naneno. I just say bia.
Say me say I make sorry kwesi that minim de also for Becca. Momo de munim that.
No, obi anim de that. Obi anim de that. Me as
so it's planned the year before.
Yeah, me as a January, I knew on the 14th of September I'll be preaching.
Yentimi nsano yentimi nye no hwe.
Oh, say bia.
No say yes sano keku. Say bia moderator Becca say ebia based on a thing or two, you know, you bet me had done preaching no for that day.
The local session can tweak a few things, but no,
and they won't touch you. It's almanac. It's on the almanac. You can't touch it.
Once it's on the almanac, Sunday.
So what it means is that every Presbyterian church, we are seeing now will preach on the same theme.
To make us about repentance.
Different preachers.
Why ready?
Pa.
Where is your kama?
Pacho nyamiadum. Amen
count.
Me da se pa.
On show when you nyam.
Amen.
No more mini. No man be
me my candidate. Unze me se wasem so. Usike so wasem. But repa beba.
Enye nyam be.
Masa Mame ma one me mfa nkrofo na wa ha ne de no me come anymore me catch on na me hwe wani ma catch ro.
Propaganda.
Me show when na catch ro.
Obi a okanya me ati bia obe propaganda.
Governor Mabe.
Kwame Monday no hwe Blasters any Mali.
Oh, of course. Na me we be saying.
O share the entire game.
Na me we be saying. I was distracted in the course, but saying you'll be able to.
Were you on the edge?
I mean, so this is the thing.
For the first time,
maybe I don't. For a very long time, I haven't. And yes, I haven't invested my emotions like that for a very long time. But ebinum emotions near media no be times 6 billion. Media no is there from I don't invest my emotions like that.
I think it comes with time.
I think it's an individual thing because I still meet people who are relatively older, but more emotions or more football match and not for more. See, I cried there. I saw another level because of investors. Almost the end of the year, another time 6 billion. Or more match, or more level of emotion near something else.
Me mami Blasters. Me mami Blasters. Any Hasselhoff. And I feel AC Milan.
Still.
I
said those days now you hear ball TV soon near Milan.
Yeah. Ono Hasselhoff.
Milan was a very big team. Yes, there were times I would show emotion, but I wasn't so invested like that.
Then talk to me about Blasters against Mali on Monday.
Well, I mean, my main starting to see you will group more. We do not necessarily have to win every single match to qualify. The see what in Jamaica no many especially conceding a goal in the very last minute or so. And the kwanya your fast so concede this goal no. I wasn't very happy about it. But one of the things I not me taking consolation in was the fact that despite dropping points, and Master near was through. And me hear matches to do na kana we in 1,000 matches near bo 10. Me hear 10 na kana and I said na me hear after in Jamina na ka 3. Me hear 3 na kana. I still fancy our chances. I still very strongly fancy our chances. Yes, I can understand say because of the C in Jamaica and naturally the disappointment was Sebene was through kakra. But I still fancy our chances because in my mind. And I said for a lot of people, and I said matches no out of the 3 no crying. And about away. Away
from
it is technically a Central African Republic. We need some match now monko baby. A also money support be because somebody quite intimidate and Bibisa. One of the things for me, abwaye pa with respect to this year qualification. Some match near Madagascar ko ball. Morocco near so much train. So much no boa yenya. Because in my mind I'm thinking, send your Mwasui, or more 18 points. Send your Mwasui in Casa much in Kobogo and Tananariva. Kabadistan ke ye masno. It is a train for me a boy pa for me in the Yemen Sikwa. Your name Mali say time you could chom to one Bamako, not team na kwa some way. I say almost sorting in Maraka. And yes, I win now. And I say so much to crown punky board draw. Would have been discussing all kinds of things. And see, for me going into the game against Mali, yes, so 1 point no, it only put us on edge, Kakra. But I was so confident we're not going to lose that much. I don't know why. I was so confident say we're not going to lose. As to whether we're going to win was another conversation. Because me, I've said it here. With the greatest of respect to Adu, Okoni coaching course, he's a coach that I cannot take away from him. But he has also demonstrated to me, say, when it comes to the everyday man management on the field of player, Sabi or form. He has demonstrated to me whether it's in-game management and also born no cost one more. So in-game management, after the first 10 minutes and after the first 15 minutes, Sabi say the opposing team exercise tactics and also ye bibia and also tweaking so many times I'm in the matches I don't see him tweaking anything. So many times I'm in matches his substitutions are off. So many things I'm in matches shut down who instructions I will pass on to the players. No. These are the in-game situations meet me the edge so because they be a heavy. Coach is the coach inside team no so and as a coach inside ball no more ball no so. But even the final no crampo boy against Chad, it was because they were that poor. go and look at the goals again. Yes, and your performance was it was because they were that poor. Into Oba up against a team, a yet tactically astute. It is very clear he doesn't know what to do. So maybe on that side, I was worried about how he was going to approach the game. In Tohaya, the first 15 minutes, he was very conservative. And at some point, you kept on asking yourself, say, especially after 45 minutes, you were asking yourself, say, go and be free here now. Because it wasn't going to come from a set piece.
Yeah, but five defenders.
It wasn't going to be maybe for me, at some point, I just told myself, say, maybe, just maybe, it wouldn't be because you create BB, but maybe it might just be a set piece, and also BB shooting from distance. But passing a work, so I wasn't surprised when we scored from a set piece. Because not a say ye work, maybe and Cassandra cranky, that's so banky and say, that is how I saw the game. And see, for me, like I said, I looked at the 3 matches now. We need 3 matches. I still felt just about enough points to make us qualify. And then after qualification, if Omo fan the Jumen would still want to go ahead with him, it's up to them. I can't fire out.
That would be
that's another conversation.
That would be my question to you
because Minister already at the Atuja. Yes. I'm forcing.
Minister said, then
it means that these are his words. Then he doesn't know his job. Indirectly, the person will catch and say, but you see, this is the thing. The FA would recommend. The ministry will pay, or government of Ghana will pay through the ministry.
Yes.
So the minister in that same vein can make a very strong representation, say, I don't think we can go with this. But the challenge will be, if you're firing him, your contractor and then sign a year. We signed a 3-year contract to him with an extension of 2 years.
2 years.
Now, so 2 years, is it up to him to trigger, or is it up to the employer to trigger? I don't have those details. If it's up to the employer to trigger, what that means is that technically he's been signed for 5 years.
Is the employer to trigger?
No, the employee, sorry.
No,
if it's up to the employer to trigger, then technically it's 3 years. Seven I'm forward, you remember 3 years. So you're that 2, no, you're peso. Now you're 5. But I don't have those documents in front of me. So whether, say, maybe I could be out in who contract, I can't speak for it. And see whether it's the employer or the employee who triggers that 2-year extension. Meaning, see, 3 years, no, we're saying.
1 year,
17 months. Oh, Pamna. It means that you are paying him off. And you are paying him off for the entirety of the contract. A year cry is $600,000. Because it's 50,000 from what you are told. That's 600,000. What the 5 months na count one? That is $750,000. Baby, would you want to sacrifice $750,000? These are conversations that they would want to have. And look at the bigger picture. The bigger picture being that maybe a Kofa coach, Papa, that's a World Cup, or the then we can make so much money that the 750,000 will pale into its significance. If that is what we would want to do, because a car, he's a nice guy. I mean, when you've met Tutu, I've met him. The first time I'm in Nishias, I was in Qatar. We spoke about a thing or two. He's a nice guy. I won't take that away from him. But it's not about the niceness. It's about the job. So it's not like about my age, man. And you see, when you engage him, he's a coach. He's in the communication you're good. He knows what to say. But a bear Jumana, I mean, he's been around. You call Qatar, you're in Nigeria, back and forth. A classic case for me to show that his job was not good enough was the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. For a country in the last 2 AFCONs, or the call back to the last 3, which is 2019 in Egypt, now it could do round of 16 now. We have been that poor. To think that now we can't even qualify and we couldn't even win one single game. For me, that was more than enough for a sacking. But at that time, then the figure would have even been bigger. Because at that time, not MSN no 1 year cry. Until you are literally letting $1.2 million go, and then you're going to hire someone and be paying that person as well. Maybe as any money in a normal hair, normal car say, okay, maybe our World Cup qualifiers no was starting into your camp. Because at that time, no where we need any Mali, any Central African Republic, no, into your camp. It's at this point. What's them one ABS Sikanaba from Kakrano? If you still want to fire him, still Sikano was through. That's another $850,000 or so. At this point, Sabi Yina Yinim Abain Butum, and you'll be Nebeka, Scan form. But would you want to make that long-term decision? Say, okay, ya qualify we nya coach papa dia e bia no de akwa drew semi final no to say Morocco die no bi na sika na ye benye free World Cup no so ay kese then it can offset that 1.2 million or whatever we would have to pay the coach to let him go. So san ye be hwen dia because if it is going to continue like this means not even every time. I've got no crowd the Yankubi. And that's the sad part. So you're gonna need now her boy. Chan Yankubi. I've got no Yankubi. It's Yankubi next year, June. And son, you've been who your senior national team in a competitive competition.
Competition.
If you ask me. If you ask
me. Kwame Jumona. Kwame be on a point I unse Obiba wa me humi wa ha. I was na me system presentation be Edru AFCON. They were very much interested, but when I announced to them say Ghana will not be there,
I know I don't money man. And I know more the real.
But the point is that most Ghanaians doesn't believe say there will be AFCON later this year. Blasters and
why?
It's our best right. Then they are qualified.
They don't believe say young could be saying.
They think it's
young qualified.
Young Kobe.
2006.
What they are telling me is that even selling it.
Okay, so that's a business decision.
Yes.
But 2004 young Kobe. Previous years near a World Cup near Kobe, so sitting near boy and near Kohumba. But that will be an internal decision. It's not like I'm telling them what to do. I know they only want to. The thing is, we like our football anyway. I would still want to go to Morocco.
Sure.
I want to go and see. I want to go enjoy.
Of course.
I want to follow what the Moroccans are doing. We never yet second time I World Cup in Africa. Nearby or more year ahead of the World Cup in 5 years. I want to be able to go and see and tell all of these stories. But I'm sure, sir, for the bottom line will be okay.
Ghana,
if it's going to cost us X amount of money to ABR do everything AFCON on Happy FM, what is that going to cost us? In terms of money, in terms of program, because you are looking at it from, let's say, sponsorship. Even if you go to companies, whether they will be willing to invest in it.
Because
and
Ghana
if you are going to
there.
do commentary on the competition, it means that you are sacrificing programs.
Yeah.
If you are sacrificing programs, it means that you are sacrificing commercials on those programs. And this money, I know the for home como. But I can understand why you raise this. But so, 2014 or so, say 2018.
18
Italy for a year, they did a research. And by virtue of the fact that Italy did not go to the World Cup, was it in Russia or Qatar? One of them. It cost the Italian economy. It cost
they were not there.
They were not there. It cost the Italian economy over $1 billion.
Yes.
Just because Chroma you be yes Amazon because you need big rather. That is the bigger thing of Sabia oats na chi adwen say bia ye World Cup keke. Enya keke o. And I say AFCON keke. Enya keke. AFCON no cost wa. Journalists be too quiet. They will pay ticket money. Companies, companies will want to invest.
Yes.
They be commentary. They be TV, so travel and tour companies, bars, pubs, or mobile some activations. No, or mobile. All those people are losing out. So it is not say ya anko keke. Ya nkanesa. Yes, ya anko keke. The trickle down effect is there.
We
said 2024. Just me and Sana Beba. We said 2024. Ya group stage we na contracted that. Na sponsor an air train say Ghana will progress. Na was
Mozambique no.
Mozambique.
Any board draw. Any tofaso.
Na yentimi anyenti. Offer the contract efa ni sika. Just
you see, that is why when the football people say Western Regional RFHM when he says that watching them, they see the coach doing well. And coach.
And no, they say talk is cheap.
But that is somebody who doesn't really understand what it means for Ghana to qualify for the AFCON. That's somebody who doesn't really understand. And unfortunately, he is sitting at the echelon, at the top brass of making decisions for your football. And that's the sad thing. Oh, so and yes, sir, media no ye pekasa keke. Ana Ghana for pekasa keke say tembi omu sorry ana omu babe boy finechi ana CBB. We too tio womu fanise bia omu didi game no. Ba ye didi game, omu didi wo game no mu. Ye didi wo nchen. Ye didi wo ho. Oh, inti important say omo beti ase because at this point, for example, if Ghana were there, more be running commentary, analysts be back studio.
Sure.
They will get Omukakrawa, Happy FM to be making sales out of all this.
The oye duane was on guest never by back or 20 and you're back or two
absolutely. So it's unfortunate that hano sa calculations, some micro and we don't take into cognizance. Funny say happy kwako ye commentary or West Hills more. The people who will come there and the ice cream seller and all those people who come and sell there, it's money for them. So various activations. So and these are things that help the NT for Ghana not to qualify for the Nations Cup. No? It's big deal. It's big deal. That's why me minister no say very simple say look, you can't, in order that somebody will come and tell you say minister no okay say previous government needed a Christy Timba almost say a buying coach. So okay. In order that see how almost form the buy it's in order that you are not seen as personalizing the issue. I have said, and I will keep suggesting, say, Minister Kofi Adams put in place a technical division within the sports ministry. I can't understand why the sports ministry doesn't have that. Technical division with competent people who know everything about sports, not football. And say even if we are going for a coach, any other association is going for a national team coach, they have to have a say. So Kautuadu or Bonnie qualifies if we are. Monsa Efi, Monjo report, Monfambre ministry. Omo the bar ministry now. And yes, a minister never betray him. Now Efi for now could discuss it. There be a call straight to the technical division. The technical division for now assess it. The technical division of the ministry. The ministry assess it. No more we are almost 2 ministers for. Now some meeting the technical division about betray mubi. No more tie Efi no crew ambabebo. No more be boom crew we are almost bisa almost nsem. Now, if you have to arrive at any decision, it is not about what we want or what we like. It is about what is meritorious. And for me, I think if we want to begin to make decisions on merit, a very important say, Mr. Kofi Adams best set up technical division. I can't, for me, understand because I'm sure that the Minister of Finance, he has technical people there. Because clearly, I think the Minister of Finance is an accountant. So he has an accounting background. He doesn't have in finance, you have banking, you have the capital market, you have all kinds of things. You
have tax.
All those things. So, within the finance ministry. Yeah. And I think that if we really want to set up the sports ministry as a professional organization, we've got to do that. And we've got to have technical people like that who work at the sports ministry and have the technical know-how to be able to advise our minister. And when we say, yeah, appointing minister, first thing, minister no fast sports. Primarily because the problem is that we don't have a proper setup at the sports ministry. Because if you had a proper setup, anybody has to be the minister's role is to try and manage and lead. He doesn't have to have an understanding of the area, or he is come there to learn, lead. I don't know this or educationist.
No.
But I saw
a lawyer.
Yeah, but I saw a minister of education. Because there are technical people there who will guide him. He is the political leader. He sets the agenda. He sets the vision on the basis of what the president has told him. And it's important say Minister Kofi Adams better say only sad division and no admit in that interview so only sad division. So Nibia, it's incumbent on him to create. Maybe the National Sports Authority is supposed to serve that purpose. But you see, I think that Sports Authority we have to look at a lot of things about them. But point is that for me, I feel that at the ministry he must have a technical division who can advise him on these things. Say by assembly bar, and yes, minister any kwakuti a finance mo mobile catch no. But all kono onya owo bibia onya so.
Efe no nso no money coach ni ye adwuma day to day. Yeah,
but the make say coach ni submit our technical report in about ministry now. Why not him? Minister no or the technical jargon.
And no or be take advice from the technical
so that's why I'm saying
of the FE.
So but he cannot FE now coach no. So I'm saying that for me as a matter of policy, I think Mr. Kofi Adams has to have that technical division properly set up so that when it comes, it is coming to the ministry. Can you imagine, say, GRA, Omo tax as a minister, finance minister, finance minister, and tax person. No money ne babe share, no more babe bomb crew, no more babe catching the entire moment to me raise target at the moment. There has to be a tax person at the finance ministry who would look at the report that they've brought and question them. So it's important. Say very, very important for me. It's very, very important for me. I've stated my opinion.
And you think if it be Bisa or Hank after AFCON, Anka Uja Kofi Uja Otuado Kwan?
Absolutely. Say Bisa or Waka. A second when you go back to report.
Yeah.
The decision would have been very easy to make.
But Jesse, clearly, yenye weni endani onafi yemra isanse His Excellency the President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama Bako launch the kickoff of the 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League. The Martin said before kickoff, now 1 million Ghana cedis na Ethiopia clubs in your account. So what it means is about close of work today. Say game near 7 p.m. Close of work today, no, 5 p.m. No. Now clubs no obi and 1 million Ghana cedis into the account. What they have done this week is that say clubs in their issues with mo bank account near the rectify. Munye bibiana fe almost submit say for krana say back on and maybe the dead that's why.
Oh Ghana.
And here maybe the that's why. Say for krana obey na de on details na ba because mon pese sika no e ba ko ye bibi foforo bi afi no is that tokuro da account no sika no kogu ma consolidated fund sika no gu mu ana senke enti omo so omunye ehu adwuma na yenye ho adwuma na
no ase etiti sa
omo femra na omo de ba na omo tua enti by close off and then there na omo tua se sika no and a stone boy back up perform His Excellency ebe ewo ho ye bedi sa encommon by enti we niamra.
This is our own, let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. I say this is our own, let's cherish our own. Division 1 League is back again. This is our own, let's cherish our own. Ghana Premier League is back again. This is our own, let's cherish our own. Women's Premier League is back again. I don't see a day what dog can want. And EJ can want. The erasure more. I say a day what dog can want. And EJ can want. The erasure more.
Zizim. It's been there. Ghana Premier League is back again. Tia no. Ene anwumre ye ba kopie mu ewo Accra Sports Stadium near the air commentary no aba na mom emumu no. Ma men kan kire say soccer bet ene de soccer chance aba. Omo so omo wo for a great opportunity to win even when you are losing. For 10 plus matches, now make sure say us ne that so no. Ebia ye 1.30 or higher. U lose one game per ewo mu a ye amount ye reward 3 times your stake, and I said 3 times your stake. Terms and conditions apply. We a soccer bet and a soccer chance abay. Fa huji mubi na di sika pa esa say season no de a shase e kura de ya bobo matches ni bi Ghana de no e na e hye ase ne. Jibu semen country say ne almost specially designed a 20 liters bottle no betimi de wo de no e 18.9 liters no obetimi de aba no aba abeje omu de ni bi a omu nyu sika bia omu Jibu eye nsuo kruji aba omamu wo dispenser bottles mu e de see dispenser machines isu bi e na omu de aba omamu omu de ma corporate businesses any corporate bodies na omu de serve omu oba happy ha your offices e wa ha nyina saa nsuo bi e na ye nom e wa ha omu wo 8 other African countries Ghana ka ho 9 na Ghana ha no omu wo airport omu wo North Legon Adenta Osu Asalam down Suman Sotium na afi Madina baby amabobo su nyina so wo ho na pese o distributor na say reseller of Jibu product ni nyina bia na wunya amazing returns there for 0302 528 669 Jibu a better life. Not every chairman is a chairman. Being a chairman is more than just a title. A chairman is the one who makes his woman happy in bed. A chairman is the one who gets appellations in the morning. Every chairman would attest that his happiness starts with a kiss. So my brother, if you want to be a chairman, then you should also start with a kiss. Visit your nearest chemical shop and I say or pharmacy. Na koje o kiss condoms ene o kiss strawberry gel. To start it with kiss condoms no na pese o ko smooth and deeper. Now the gel no so aka ho na obe feel papa. Mortagin say na the remove campaign no aba hyenen so remove campaign no your nourishing natural goodness na dey eno ye mortagin sa etimi revitalize you no ene yedi B vitamins na ahyehyem no 12 Ghana cedis ene ye ton no na se oto a no make sure say proudly made in Ghana symbol no eboniti ni so ana eboka no ano na oye saa niema nyina na oboa protect local business o create and o save jobs o support Ghanaian industry na o boost economic growth na afi o show o national pride ni nyina ne se Malta Guinness no made in Ghana by Ghanaians for Ghanaians. Malta Guinness we move into Shenenson. Famame, the 15th edition of GMA Japan Motors Corporate Run and Walk on Basso 22nd September 2025. Basso Diana Basso was Silver Star Tower Airport. Shenenson say we are 25% of Bibi Benyabiano. Ye de Kwakoboa Ghana Blind Union. Ubetimi a register individual na 100 Ghana cedis. Opese o register o corporate team. Esan se jumedi we ye ediama corporate organizations, any corporate businesses ewo omayimu. Opese o register o corporate team. Numbers nini 0208 5653 97 and say 0206 784956. GMA Japan Motors Corporate Run and Walk. 15 years of running with purpose. A production semen country was say, hey, abayi papa. Na abayi no, na ni nyina ne se ye boa amwa create o memories no. Ye boa amwa create o memories. Na u create o memories ya na ye memories ade beto ho afebo. Na nunti no, ye core values, ye creativity, innovation and empowerment. Ti dwumadi bi ebedi bia, sa values we ene ye de sa values we ena ye de ye wadwuma say ye private o say ye public o say ye NGO say ye socially responsible project o we deliver TV commercials, jingles, video and photography documentaries, music videos, equipment rentals, live streaming, weddings, parties, any the keke kan nyina na se deliver there na ye deliver with speed and creativity. Oko social media platforms ahoro ni nyina ye at eProductions GH. Ye wo the premises of Happy FM ewo Asalam down. Frey 0242 755 323 and afin so 0302 254858 and I say send an email eproductions@gmeword.com. eProductions capture the moment into Shenenson. Now tie Ghana Premier League is back again. What you me boya 18 Premier League teams and a few omobe compete pa essence a few sika bemo enti teams no ebe competing any bresopa na chassis dia na chassis Friday 12 September 2025 and neya match they want to match the 34 no live commentary ewo Happy 98.9 FM and they Ho United and beba away to Accra House of Folk live from Accra Sports Stadium to Shenenso ma empa sanso ena the second game no Saturday 13 September and no Golden City Park Brekum Chelsea etifie ene Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko sa game we Kotoko ho timi chire omo papa game no ebeba so 3 p.m. na kick off no ashase ene de no 7 p.m. Ochina de no 3 p.m. kick off Golden City Park na abani na sa game no koso no na bibia ni Gold Stars enso ni Bechem United enso bo wo bibia ni dance park eno nso obete ho update nyina hyene nso obete ho update nyina ne kwasia da 14 September no Nations FC wo Dr. Kwame Chei Sports Complex wo Abraham Kesse wo Kumase omni Suaduro All Blacks goodness Suaduro All Blacks call relegation ache ye pa aba back na 3 p.m. and as a game no so kick off na sa game no koso no obete update 5 other games. Heart of Lions any dreams ebebo Kwando Sports Stadium. Basake Holy Stars any 11 Wonders ebebo Century Sports Arena Summer Boy. Sansuna Vision tenefie ni J Okreku Park Temanu Town na omonso any Summer Test 1996 abo. Young Apostles and so tenefie Ajimambedu Park na omonso any mediama aboni Sanso na Karela United and so tenefie Aliu Mama Sports Stadium Tamale na omonso any eduana aboni entino live actions ni nyina Happy 98.9 FM 2025-2026 Premier League. We love our Ghana football. Yemrai Jesse, what expectations?
Generally over the season, one of the things that I'm going to hope to personally pay attention to is the bit about the pre-match press conference. I'm saying if only they are ashamed, say they mandatory.
Mandatory, yeah.
Say all the clubs will have to do it. Hopefully, it should help us, the media. I mean, in terms of analysis and everything. I want to say coaches, will be able to update you on the state of their players, on how they intend to approach games.
Injuries.
Not injuries. Not necessarily to come and put out their systems or come and put out the key things that they will do. But we are also hopeful, say, media and also be bizarre questions be elicit very good answers and also be bois because they're very important. And I hope that we are not going to make it strictly English. I pray that we make it open. Recently, yet they say Asante Achim North MP no or country or parliament. Obisa question. Yeah.
Chale mehu meba Jesse mehu quote BCC Kwame. Mali coach no Tom Sentfit was so on TSS still to that's work contract 27.
I think I saw a picture sister station back. Yeah.
So already fellow coach.
But you can't say this.
So it depends on the question that was posed.
No, but even with a question behind
no.
You should not say this.
I would rather
coach.
want to pay attention to question I answer no cry in context, but maybe no more fast and parts be like.
So and I don't say
Yeah,
so I hope say this particular thing the FA is going to make sure that the clubs do it. Very important. Say clubs no be my pre-match press conferences. And I make us say hope say language barrier. It will not strictly say brofo. Now let's allow the coaches and the players who will come for these press conferences to flow in their local dialects. Very important. To allow them to be able to give us what they really want to say.
Struggle.
Making sure say my language now a bit flexible. Say players now they can speak freely. It's very, very important. After all, if and this is why the clubs must have, public relations officers. The player and the we na inchiremu bi o no achirase. So very, very important. Say we will take that we take a serious view of that particular thing. Sure. It's very important.
Sure.
Again, referees very important. Officiating. We are hoping say this time we have very, very good officiating. Now say Mr. Okrikwa Kwakoshia COP Lydia Donko on.
Sure.
Say they will collaborate. Hopefully, this season, betting syndicate. Hopefully, the last 10 games, it will be clean. So, it will not come down to last season now. Before a match, because
results.
And all those things. I hope that the FA will take advantage of, and Mebahab Edibeye praises and worship, I think 2 weeks or 3 weeks back, said they will take advantage of their that's what I used. Say the relationship that now we have with the CID, we would so that we can use their investigative prowess to nip some of these things in the bud. A very, very important power. So that for the integrity of the league, for the sake of the integrity of the league, say you bubibi say integrity. Important say beza. When we say kick off the president, na season ni beba to an end ni etititi sansem insem bia e league no hu fide enye papa ebiem sikana dia be shemu no. At least the FA has told us that it's government partnership with the FA and Adesa. And it is nobody can convince me that government hasn't contributed money to it.
No, I'm discussion.
And Nuntino is a say. And no man near yen and quantity na edi a fee a balig no. As yet to me, Chasso.
Maminko Kwame ho.
Very, very important.
Kwame, your expectations, league in chassis and enumerate. President Ebelonche.
Maybe I'm a chassis from where Prof left off. If it's here or any doubts in our minds, say abain ehwa dim with respect to a year sky de bois. I'm just asking, could the games have been on GTV?
Well,
yes. I think every Ghanaian game should be on the national television. And it's a view of just since 2012.
If it is our funds that are being invested into the promotion of the products.
Yes.
Why not the national product? Could they have been considered?
Yes.
Obiye Busami. Obiya sending me a message.
I think they should.
That's why I'm
just
putting out. Is there any particular reason?
Premier, with all the money Sky is putting in it, it's on BBC.
It's
exactly.
on BBC.
Could that have been done? I don't know.
Let's investor come and invest, but let's put it on the national television.
I don't know what would have gone into this, but that conversation is for another day. I am sure, sir, before league BRB starts, you know your expectations. And let's see. You know, yet hey. May sure say before EPL starts here, maybe more 2 or 3 weeks preview. to the start of. In fact, you were so excited. More year top 4 fantasy league. D. Apart from say what's here, maybe a way sports program. Ye di home come. Oh, sorry, Freehand 12. Do you feel the buzz that the league is starting today?
In fact, there's nothing in town that says.
Apart from Yenya, me fan say we in dash ma ye di home come. The everyday person to say BIP or Baba Shasi about 2-3 weeks. And let's see, do you know Caribbean Kawa Bruchia Nanka Premier League starts here now? Do you know the biggest conversation on every show from morning to night? And I know pay Mibusao Mustation ha. Mibusao Mustation ha. Apart from sports segments, issues Ben I'm discussing morning show because means also. Some of your politics social issues. The biggest thing in this country today should have been the launch of the Premier League conversation. If we value the product, do you know what that would done? Do you know what that would have done? Apart from say I tune into practically every station today, whether TV or radio.
It's Premier League.
And it's Ghana Premier League. Obi on here ball crampo that. Everyone is talking about this. So do you know what you do in a situation like this? And I'll give you my I just hope someone will listen to me someday. If you're going to leave the promotion of your products to the benevolence of sports programs, this is what you will get.
The bars in the bell form.
So you pay in TNA, Ebianca, happy quachly. I'm expecting say if you be tria muskebi and now pay for slots, Ebia morning show. The biggest radio stations, TV stations, online platforms, newspaper, and then come to a daily graphic. Ghana Premier League is back, and then they were front page. Because almost every program, you discuss it, especially you draw no power chrome hanma, moye newspaper review. Daily graphic, you see a paper about daily.
Yes.
Into daily papers now and nearby, about 6 or 7 of them on the front page. The Ghana Premier League is back, and you're free. You have paid for it. You have invested into it. Into Inkanopa, me will be a happy fan. And opening na Premier League. Now also the above twaso. Minua oba after you ni program here. There be no minua oba after
KB.
So ya no ya.
Any jemre
dada. Obeye and then obeye Premier League and Niji. Ne kosi sense akwa ye Premier League ekosi say after ekosi say the twice no don't see a Premier League there ben and it's everywhere and everybody is listening to it because we free her na so see abontia mami o ton fruit say onim say Premier League start here na oboa
kwame ye news for naba yenko ye nyina ebekọ Accra Sports Stadium ni akọ akọhwe said ebekọ. Yes, I will go there because it's my job. No, and I said, F4, ya can't, Omunti, and a bedroom ribino, Bobby, a bedroom, no mamma become myself. Me any prince will be Poakwa on behalf of the Happy Sports Team in Mamena Obiba, Monfanche, and Wabions or Mofrey, and Timmy and Fat course, no, and Monfanche, yes, sir. Yamea Doma China 9 to 12, weekend sports, Ebeba. Emmanuel Fuswapia, Ebetanase Nordia, Benedia, Atabwa being Abba, no bad dear.